Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Hello. Happy... Wait. What's today? Oh, yes. Today's Wednesday. A good morning, a good day, a good afternoon, a good evening, and a good night. No matter what time it may be, I hope that you're having a wonderful Wednesday so far. Hello, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. Yes. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Happy post-Pocky Day. I completely forgot. I knew it. I was thinking about it last night. I was like, there's something about 11/11 that's really special. My brain remembers it as like being like a special day. And I was like, what the heck is 11/11? And then I was like, oh yeah, 11/11 is Pocky Day, also known as Singles Day for some people as well. But yeah, if you guys don't know, yeah, it's Pocky Day. I was thinking about it, I was like, there's something about 11/11 that I remember is like really cute. And what is it? But yeah, if you guys don't know Pocky Day is really cute. I mean, for some people, it can be like, I can have a Pocky, you can eat like a Pocky. But if you guys don't know, Pocky Day, is the day where you're supposed to share a Pocky with somebody, So yesterday, if you guys, had a nice little Pocky with somebody, I hope you enjoyed. But yeah, that's mainly in, I want to say like the eastern part of the world. For the western part of the world, yesterday was Veterans Day, But yeah, for anyone that shared that little bit, that's a thing. Yes, it's also Singles Day. So for some people, they consider it like Singles Day because they don't have someone to share the other end of the Pocky with, for the Pocky game. Or for some other people, it's like, oh, it's like 1-1-1-1-1, Hi, Cian. Welcome on in. How you doing? Welcome. Hey, girlfriend. Hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, Delmont. I was talking about the 11th. Yeah, you want to see the Pocky game looks like? What is this picture? Okay, all right, not that, but here's the choo Pocky game. Choo. So, if you haven't, grown up in a place where you have heard of the Pocky game looks like this right here. Okay, you're right here. Look away! This is the next step after hand-holding, okay? Look away! Oh my! Oh, but yeah, the Pocky game, how it works is you're supposed to ask to share the Pocky with someone, and then what happens is you keep taking a bite from both ends until the very end, and whoever is the first person to like snap off the Pocky loses, And so that's why, it's the Pocky game, the choo-choo game, the kiss game, because you're trying to not kiss, but you're supposed to keep on biting until almost a kiss happens. And so, bam, Pocky Day. But without the choo-choo, right? It is also just like Pocky Day in general. Like Asia, a lot of Asia likes to advertise Pocky Day for the sake of selling Pocky too. And so, yeah, they just like to sell for Pocky Day, yes. Hi, Neil Tono. I come in and she's doing an accent. Oh, I do a lot of goofy voices. If anybody's new here, yeah, I do a lot of silly voices because maybe it's from when I was teaching, I used to do a lot of silly voices for the kids. But it kind of stuck with me, I've always done silly voices. It's what comes with me. Hi, Neil. Welcome on in. Nice to see you again today. Welcome. And then we also have Mod Rocker and Day, as well as Nimby on the YouTube side. Welcome on in, y'all. Konbanwa. Welcome. But yeah, for those watching on the YouTube side, as well as on the Twitch side, we are live. We are live on both sides. Also, I don't know if you guys saw, for those watching on my YouTube side, I made my thumbnails last night for the rest of the week. Up until Friday, at least. Yippee! I'm so happy. I usually don't do thumbnails until like the day before. But last night, I was kind of like on a roll. I like locked in, I was like, you know what? I have 2 8-hour streams back to back tonight and tomorrow. And so I'm probably going to be too tired to make thumbnails. And so I made my thumbnails in advance, Is that why you stayed up? Yeah, I might have gone to bed at like 7 a.m. again, you know. But it's okay, you know, that's what happens. I hate it though. I don't know. I just, my brain locks in sometimes late at night. And so, yeah, sometimes I stay up. It's like, you know, it's like back when I used to edit TikToks. I would edit TikToks and go to sleep at like 7 a.m., you know? And then I would wake up by stream time. Except now it's 7 a.m. on the West Coast. And so instead of sleeping for like 6 hours, I slept for like 3 hours, 4 hours. Oopsie. It's not the same. It's not the same sleeping over or sleeping at 7 a.m. on the West Coast versus sleeping at 7 a.m. on the East Coast. Because, yeah, I you know, time zone differences. Running on that RV high. No. I surprisingly, I didn't even take a nap yesterday. Usually after stream, I'm so tired that I take a nap before I do some stream prep for the next day. But yeah, today I don't know, last night I just locked in. I was watching like videos about, you know, documentaries about cults. And then I was locking in on making the thumbnails. And I was like the whole time I'm listening to the documentaries about the cults. And I'm just like, and then I'm like doing my thumbnail and I'm like, and so, yeah, you know, I don't know. That's a fun fact about me is sometimes I'll just pull up a documentary that pops up that, you know, on my feed and then I'll watch it as I do some work, you know? Yeah. My brain only functions at 1 a.m. That was me back in like high school. High school, I used to like stay up to do homework too. In university, I fixed it. University, I would actually finish my homework by 1 a.m. You know, but that was bad because I would tell myself, you cannot eat until you're done your homework for the day. Which is not good. Don't do that, okay? Hey. Excuse me. But yeah, don't do that, okay? But yeah, I fixed my sleep schedule in university. And then after university, once I began streaming, my sleep schedule kind of messed up again, you know, because I got really sucked into doing like long streams as well as whatchamacallit, as well as what was I talking about? I forgot what I was saying in the middle of my sentence. That's what happens when you don't get enough sleep. Your memory is like, yeah. My sleep schedule. I just kind of like messed up after a stream because of you know, staying up late to edit or staying up late because of long streams. So yeah, you're less likely to get. Don't starve yourself until you get your work done, because you're less likely to get stuff done. But the thing is, it's so bad. It actually worked out for me. It worked for me because my hunger was like big enough motivation to lock in. And so for me, it's like once I lock in, I hyper focus on what I need to do. And so I did that all throughout university. I was like, I'm tired of staying up, you know, I'm tired of going to bed and then having to wake up for homework. And so I'm just gonna get my homework done and then eat and then pass out from food coma. And so that's why all throughout university, you know, I just have Trilly stream on as I was doing my homework after classes, and then I would eat dinner late at night, you know, while watching Trilly, like play a game or something, you know? But yeah, don't do that. That's not good. Don't do that. I don't recommend, okay? You're getting old, Elv? Oh, yes, Sonsai? Well, you guys forget, if I'm getting old, that means you guys are too. Because I've been streaming here for 5 years, and so that means some of us have been here together for 5 years. All right? How does that feel, huh? You call me old? You calling yourself old? Did you eat food? Not yet. Not for today. I'm gonna get food probably, I want to say, before the collab happens. Yes? Let me drink some water. Hydration! But yeah, I'll get some food before the collab. But yeah, the collab happens in about 4 hours from now, right? So late night collab tonight. We're doing with some girlies. They're going to be playing with Miss Bluebell and Miss Hysteria, some V-Craft girlies. But yeah, we're going to play some Fortnite tonight with them. It's going to be my first time collabing in Fortnite with some V-Craft friendos. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to play with Bluebell and Hysteria. Yeah, that's gonna happen tonight. Like I said, in about 4 hours. And then, yeah, for the rest of today, until then, we're probably just gonna chit chat. I want to play Dispatch, but I don't know. I'm still hesitant about it just because Dispatch is a little rated mature, you know? And so I don't know. Because there are censors for the 18 plus parts, but I don't know if it's like enough for our stream. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah. I'm excited. You're gonna play with the VCraft girlies at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And then on tomorrow, we're gonna be playing a ZZZ for the first half of stream, and then for the latter half of the night, once again, same time, 8 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, we're gonna have another collab playing Mage Arena. Kareem, thank you so much. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. How was Project Diva? I hope you had fun playing Project Diva. For anyone that's new here, my name is Elveira, and I am yapping. I'm just chatting right now until I decide a game to play or something to do. And then we have a collab later tonight. But welcome, Kareem. Here, I'll do a little curtsy for y'all whenever we get a little raid. Here. Alright. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay here at our tea party. Welcome, Kareem. I hope you and your raiders had a fun time together. Welcome. Literally, the sensors in Dispatch sometimes cannot keep up with the fast movements, and you still see the naughty bits for a second or two. What are you looking at, Bio? I watched like the opening of Dispatch for someone, and yeah, you know, the black bar sensor is interesting positioning, you know, but I don't remember seeing any bits. From the black bar, I think it was pretty well covered up in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I wasn't looking as hard as Bio was, you know, I don't know. It was fun trying to stream at 4K! No one needs to stream at 4K. At least because, like, in terms of 4K, Twitch isn't really a platform where you can even, like, translate 4K over to the audience. And so, yeah, no one needs to ever stream at 4K. You do not need to stream at 4K. But yeah, it's good to test things out, but that's something that I learned pretty quickly from some friendos that also talked about it. But yeah, just a little streamer tip. You never need to stream at 4K. Never. I just looked up the game. It looks okay to me. So the game is okay itself, you know, because it's like, you know, it's about a superhero game, essentially, or like a superhero. And it's a quick time action type of game. And so there are some parts. Boobs! Okay, I didn't see that. I saw at the very beginning, there's like a fight that the hero fights against with the villain, and the villain, you know, turns into their like villain superpower form. And so the black bar covers up his parts, you know, because he's like butt naked, you know. And so I didn't see the bahubas. I saw the other one where they like covered up the other parts. I didn't even know the bahuba. Maybe 1440p. You want to reach the top, but that's the thing though, Kareem. You don't have to reach the top, because when it comes to streaming, a lot of times, like, what I mean is, like the site itself doesn't even give you the option to do 4K, and so it's always best to stream at 1080p. 1080p is probably the highest that you want to go. Like, even as someone that's not a partner too, like back in the day when I tried doing my resolution, it's not always guaranteed that the audience will even have the option to, you know, have that quality. And so unless you're doing it for yourself, then I think that's fine. But if in terms of like, if you're doing it for the audience, you rarely ever have to have your stream be at 4K resolution. Yeah. If anything, you know, like you mentioned, it's more so a hinder than help. I don't think this game is very safe for work. Exactly. So the game is set and mature, right? But the thing is, it is possible to stream on Twitch. Plenty of people have streamed it with the censorship, right? And it's possible. It's just that it's still kind of spicy. And so for our community, since we're not really like an 18 plus community, if I do stream it, I feel like I'd probably have to do it like on like a mature focus day. But yeah. Hi, Rai. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Hello, nice to see you, Rai. Exactly. Most people also don't even have a screen that can see the difference, right? Exactly. Like people don't even have screens that go up to 4K resolution most of the times. Yeah. I need everyone to see my trashy. But the thing is, they can't. They can't see it in 4K. At least not everyone. Nor is it even possible to project it through Twitch. Twitch only goes up to, I think, 1080. No. I think, yeah, 1440 at most, if you were to do 1440. But yeah. If you still want to try, go ahead. I'm just giving advice as someone that's been streaming myself, but I don't want everyone to ever, like, take my word as, like, solid, how do you say it? Like, solid knowledge. And so if you still want to test it out, it's perfectly fine. It's just more so me just, like, wanting to give my tidbit as a streamer as well. Yeah, if you want to try, you can always try it. I just want to save people from the headache, from the headaches that I've gone through throughout my years of streaming, in case it can help someone out, because when it comes to streaming, that's something too. A lot of people think streaming is like a solo thing, but there's so many resources and so many tutorials, and there's so many people that you can ask. And so as someone that struggles asking, for assistance, I've had many people in my time of streaming help me out. And it's helped me out so much more than you can imagine. Like, for example, Oppo scolds me because there's so many times where I try to solve something on my own, because I don't want to bother people. And so I'll spend like a day or two, and then I'll reach out to Oppo and be like, Oppo, can you help me, please? I feel like I need some help. And he's like, okay, sure. And he'll fix it in like 5 seconds. And I'm just like, and he's like, just ask for help, Elv. And I'm just like, And so, yeah, sometimes it's better just to ask people for help, and you're not as much of a bother as you might think you are. Ask Vivi if you're unsure. She was the one that pointed it out in the first place. Oh, I know a few friendos that have played. I know Azadu has been playing it too, and so I'll probably ask them, be like, you guys think it's okay? You think it's alright? Yeah, dating game. Yeah, I saw a debate between like Invisigal and Blonde Blazer. I was just like, ooh, I want to play a game where there's like, a visual novel style too. The visual novel and the quick time decision making, it looks really fun. It looks fun to me, Hi, Dry Bear. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Nice to see you again. Hello. Welcome. But like, I get it wanting to figure it out alone first. Exactly, right? Like for me, I like to figure it out myself as well. Like I've always been like that, like from a very long time, I've just depended on myself, And so a lot of times I try to figure things out myself, Same thing too with like a lot of group projects back in school, a lot of the classmates I would end up with in university would never want to like help out or contribute for the group projects, and so I would do a lot of things myself. And so yeah, it's just something that I kind of grew up with, the mentality of it's just like, yeah, the only person I can depend on is myself a lot of the times. And so I was just like, I can figure it out, but I'm very grateful that I'm in a spot where I do have people I can depend on here and there. It really helps out a lot. Especially in a space like this, because once again, if you guys don't know, a lot of streamers talk about it, but streaming can be a very isolating job, at least isolating experience. And I see a lot of the times, especially for VTubers that talk about it on Twitter, it's very professional sometimes, like, like very business level. And so sometimes even though you like talk with people or you play games with people, those people mention that they don't feel like they're actually friends with them. You know what I mean? And so for me, as someone that's, also filled with trust issues to the brim, I get it. Like, I remember for me too, like when I first began streaming, and I still feel that way too. Like I'm someone that also is a little bit hesitant in terms of being so open, because there has been instances where I've been open and, unfortunate things happened. And so, yeah, there are times where, not just me, but many streamers are guarded, unfortunately, because of similar experiences. And so, when you do find people, that you can talk to and that you can trust, it is so important, to remember that you're not alone, because streaming, once again, can be very isolating, Yeah, dating game. Yeah, so it's like a hero game, quick action. You can also date you girlies and much more. Yeah. The game is okay to stream. Just make the stream itself 18 plus and you're good to go. It's an amazing story. Did you already see it? The last episodes came out today. I don't know if you saw it, Bio, already. I haven't seen the entirety of it yet because I want to save it for stream just in case you guys wanted me to watch on stream or react to it on stream, Oh yeah, don't forget, if you guys went to TwitchCon and you paid for a ticket, don't forget you have 1 month free of Twitch Turbo. So don't forget to activate it after 30 days. Twitch Turbo does disappear for the offer. And so if you guys also went to TwitchCon, don't forget, you get 1 month of Turbo. And for the streamers that you watch, fun fact, because Turbo is a way to get rid of ads, for the entirety of the website for one person, Twitch streamers do get like Turbo revenue. Turbo revenue is kind of similar to like ad revenue. And so if you have Turbo, it does support the streamer as well. Yeah. It's the same as like ad revenue, essentially. Yeah. Because, you're like getting rid of ads, but it still counts as like watching ads for the streamer. And so, yeah, there is Turbo revenue for streamers too. I saw the first 4 episodes and we had a great time. Oh. I won't say anything. I'm not gonna spoil. I won't say anything if you haven't seen the rest of it yet. I will not say. I've seen one part and I will not say anything. Dispatch. So Dispatch is the game that I'm talking about right now that I want to play on stream. But Dispatch is very much an 18 plus type of game. And so it's called Episodes because it's a cinematic game in the sense of like it's visual novel style. But along with the visual novel style, there's also quick time actions, kind of like Detroit Become Human. We have to make decisions on the spot for the story to progress. And so, yeah, 5 episodes came out today. 7 and 8 came out tonight. It was fun seeing... No. When I say, it's more so, I think you're in for a treat, Bio, for the next episode. Let's just say, I have seen the beginning of episode 5, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know if we can stream that on stream. Oh my god, that's kind of wild. I'm not gonna spoil, but let's just say the beginning of episode 5 is wild. It's like I'm surprised that's allowed on Twitch. I was just like, sure, it's censored, but you can. Yeah, I don't want to say because I don't want to spoil, but yeah, that's the part that I'm most worried about. Everything else I'm okay with, like the censor bars and stuff, I'm all right with, but I'm just saying. Beginning episode 5. The beginning of episode 5, it feels like it feels like something that you wouldn't be able to watch on this platform. Is all I'm gonna say. Okay? Alright? It feels very much something like you wouldn't be able to watch it on this platform. It feels like something you would watch on like another spicy website instead. But yeah, I was just like, oh my god. I don't know. I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, if we do actually do Dispatch, if I end up deciding it, what I might do is I might play through the episodes, but then specifically for the beginning of episode 5, I might not show it on screen. And then you guys can hear the sussy noises instead. Okay, you can hear the noises, but no visuals. I don't know. Even the noises by itself is kind of crazy. I'm just like, ah! So I don't know. We'll see. I might skip it though. I might skip that part. I might just skip it for our stream. Yeah. But yeah, that's the beginning of episode 5. Like I said, 18 plus. 18 plus in more ways than you might know, No visuals, I think, makes it more TOS if you explain it like that. But that's the thing, though. You know, like like I said, like in terms of visuals, I'm very surprised that they allow that on Twitch. Like I was just like, that's allowed on Twitch? You know? Twitch allows naughty things as long as it isn't the focus. So intimate scenes, Baldur's Gate 3, Last of Us 2 are fine, but they don't allow the adult-only content where the spicy bits are the focus. Really? They allow intimate scenes from Baldur's Gate 3? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I did not know that! I thought people skipped on the intimate scenes from Baldur's Gate 3. Oh my god! Oh! Okay, well, today I learned. Last of Us 2 are fine, but they don't... What happens in there? Oh, they love make. Do what you will with that information. Let's just say, I remember a lot of people talking about how they really want to, go for Asterion because of a certain scene. And so I was like, oh, okay. I don't know what happened. Is Last of Us 2, is that the one where I remember there was this scene that I saw for a lot of streamers. They were playing this game, and it's like a game where the lady of their choice that they are with, they just start on like full on doing it, they start full on doing it. And so the streamers, what they did was they like quickly covered up their screen with their models. And so I'm like, was that Last of Us 2? I can't remember, but there was a game where they did that, where it was just like they were full on doing it in the game, but you don't see anything obviously, but still the streamers like pulled up their models real fast. They were like, oh my god. Some folks watch it intently with their chat, viewing the intimacy as a watch party. Honestly, I feel like if their community is set for like 18 plus, that's perfectly fine. Like if their community is already 18 plus and they talk about that stuff and they watch stuff like that, I think you can have a very mature community that can handle scenes like that, And so, like, speaking on the serious spirit side, I guess that's cool. That's cool that Twitch allows for that, so that people don't miss out on fun moments like that to react together with, right? Because I'm not gonna lie, there are times where, like I've talked about before, right? Like me and the girlies, we've watched we watched Bridgerton together, And so if you know anything about Bridgerton has some spicy scenes. And it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun reacting to it together. And so when it comes to us and the girlies, when we're watching, we're just like, oh my god! It's like a battle of whose voice goes higher. And we've watched more than Bridgerton. Like, we watched a movie where it was just like straight up fanfic, straight up like back to back scenes. And so, yeah, let's just say me and the girlies, we went to a whole new level of friendship that day. We were just like, oh my god, I can't believe we watched that whole thing together, I was just like, oh my god. You can stream the old God of War games, and they have intimate scenes with quick time events when you have to press the right buttons during the boinking. Not during the boinking! That phrasing. During the boinking. I feel like I've heard people say that, but I rarely hear people use that phrase. All I know about Bridgerton is a shell. Oh, Silva. Oh my. If all you know about is the shell booba, you are in for a treat. In for some scarring, depending on how you see it. But yeah, Bridgerton, I'm surprised. I thought Bridgerton might be a show that you liked. I don't know. For us, we really like it. For me and the girlies, we really like Bridgerton, just because it's like the tea in there is hot. Not in the spicy scene tea, but like the tea. It's like Gossip Girl. Think of Gossip Girl. If you like Gossip Girl, you're like Bridgerton in the sense of like, there's like the whistleblower. Like you have the main narrator, you know, that talks about all the drama of the Bridgerton girls and the Bridgerton town, and then the whole time you're trying to like figure out, you know, who the whistleblower is, who's the one that's like the gossip girl of Bridgerton, right? And so since you like Gossip Girl, I think you'd like it, Sylv. I think you like it. I remember Charlie showed me, but I was confused. For Bridgerton or for the other movie? The other movie or Bridgerton? I possibly would like to watch it, but I mostly want to watch it with someone to goss with, and my partner isn't really up for that. I see. Oh, you were watching it! Ooh. What other movie? The one that I talked about, where it's like specifically very much like 18 plus scenes. Back to back, you know? The fanfic one, the one where it's like the mafia fanfic and the guy's like, "Are you lost, baby girl?" You know, that makes Bridgerton seems like the tip of the iceberg in terms of how spicy stuff can get in media. In terms of like media where they still censor things, if that makes sense. You know? Yeah. But yeah, that's the one I was talking about. That's the movie that I was talking about, where I feel like our friendship that day, for the one where we watched it together, kind of went to the next level. We went to the next level, and I was just like, oh my god. Is this where there's a... Oh, no. So the Pocky picture is because of Pocky Day. Yesterday was Pocky Day, 11/11. If you don't know, 11/11 they see as Pocky Day because of the number 11. They look like Pocky sticks. And so in Asia, usually they advertise it as like a day for Pocky, either to do the Pocky game with, or just to buy Pocky to share. You know, they're all about like mass marketing Pocky Day, you know? Yeah. My sister recommended that movie, and I was like, what are you watching, girl? Hey! I honestly don't remember why we decided to watch it. I think we were just like, we wanted to watch something that was not a horror movie. And so we're like, should we watch this for the fun of it, you know? And we're like, okay, let's watch it. And then I remember we watched like the first scene, and I remember we were like, oh my god. And so I remember, I think Nina dipped because she couldn't handle watching that type of stuff, you know? And then Turley and I, we literally sat together and watched the entire thing together. And so, yeah, Turley and I's friendship that day went to the next level. We were just like, okay. It's like we shook hands, you know? We're like, we've bonded to the next level. But the thing is, right, it's not that wild. It's wild, but in terms of like, you know, friendship levels, like Tao and I, let me tell you, Tao's had me watch Yaoi with her. And so, yeah, my friendship with Tao, you know, same thing too. Tao and I, we watch stuff, you know, where it's yaoi. And it's varying levels of yaoi, because she's very passionate about yaoi. And so, yeah, she showed me a bunch of yaoi that we watched together. And let's just say I was scarred. But, yeah, you know, her and I, Tao and I, we're on like a different level of friendship too. We're on a different level of like friendship intimacy. Elvin Turley's relationship leveled up. So when we watching it, hell no! You know, I usually say heck no, but hell no. I'm never watching that ever again. That was like a one-time thing, you know? I saw it once. I can say that I've seen it. I wish I did not say that though, but yeah, I'm just like, I'm good. That's like a one and done type of thing, you know? I think they came out with like a sequel and another sequel, like a trilogy for that movie series, and I'm just like, you know, I'm okay. I'm all right, you know? I'm okay. I'm Gucci, you know? Oh. You don't want to see me? No, I don't think you and Gretchen would watch it. Bridgerton, maybe. Bridgerton, I think, yes. But that movie, though, I don't think you guys would watch it. Like I said, it was too much for Nina to stay. And so Nina left because, yeah. like Bridgerton, it's still on the more, like, tasteful side, I would say, in terms of spice, if you want to watch it with people. But for the other movie, Trilly and I, for the most part, for like the entirety of the movie, we had our eyes closed. We were just like, okay, we'll wait until it's over. Oh my god, what is that sound? Oh my god, they're still going. Oh my god, what is she saying? And then after the scenes are over, we like open our eyes back up and we're like, okay, so is she dying or is the ex dying? Who's gonna die? and then 10, 20 minutes later, oh my god, close your eyes, it's happening again. Oh my god. And so yeah, that was the whole time Trilly and I, we were just like yeah, like I would say for that movie, probably like 40% of the movie is just, yeah, it's just that, and then the other 60% is like the actually no, I would even go so far to say like it's 50%. It's like 50% movie and then 50% spice. Yeah. Sounds like it'd be fun watching your reactions for that movie. Nah, I'm good. I'm just like, here, I'll link you. I'll tell you the name of the movie. So, just don't say it in chat, okay? Just don't say it. I can't believe you tried to corrupt my poor, sweet, innocent Nina. Me corrupt Nina. Me. I don't know what your idea of Nina is, not log, but I don't know if you know. But over the years, I would say it's like the opposite. I would say, if anything, she's told me things I did not know about. She more so introduced me to things I did not know about, And so, yeah. But hi, not log. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Welcome in for the first time. Hi. Hello. I don't know if you guys have seen a latest clip from Nina, but there's a clip that Nina recently did. I'm gonna play it, okay? Let me play it real quick. All right, you ready? Oh my god, my hiccups. Okay. Where is it? Here. I found it. I hiccuped 3 times. You can do a third one. That was 3 hiccups. 3 whole hiccups, okay? Oh, wait. It's in this chat. Okay. I was getting confused of what chat it was in. Okay, it was in this one right here. Okay, ready? Ready? Okay, here you go. Let me just play it for you. Shall I? Shall we? Okay, I'm gonna pause the music. Alright. This is what Nina said recently in our peak collab.
I forgot they had this. Guys, I don't know how to play chess.
Chess?
But I'm gonna just put this here. Oh.
I know how to play with your chest.
Yeah. Nina corrupt me. I think Nina's a little spicier than I am. Oh my gosh. She sounds so she kept going. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend watching the peak collab. It was so funny. Something about Nina was like different that day. Like, like she just let all of her thoughts come out. She just like said them. Usually she'll think stuff and then she'll tell me like what she was thinking about saying after stream. But then that day on stream, she was going. She was like saying everything that was, spicy or sussy, and I was just like, oh my gosh, ma'am, oh my. But yeah, that was a fun day. That was fun. I love Nina though. Please go check out Nina if you guys have not, by the way. I love her so much. She's, like I said, she's one of the girlies that I've been friends with for a very long time, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful that, I can call her a dear friend. I guess she felt comfortable. Oh, yeah. When she's comfortable, she can say it. And that day, she was She was talking about it. She was inviting all of us to like impromptu peek, and the way she talked about it was she was playing the bit where she like asked each of us out to play peek with together, you know, and she said don't go back in the vault. I watched it, and she was like, don't tell the girls that I'm telling them that they're the only one that I'm playing with today. Or something like that, you know, like the only what was it? Only princess? Let me see. What would she say? How did she say it when she invited us to peek that day? But yeah, it was a funny bit. That bit was so funny. Let me see. Okay, so she sent to me and Twirly. She was like, let me see. She said, I'll be waiting for you, my princess, you know? And then in the collab chat, she said, she was like, where is it? Oh, it's not here. But yeah, she's like, you're the only princess. You're the only princess for me. You know, you're the only princess I'm gonna play with today. And then we would totally pop into the lobby, you know? And Nina would say the same exact thing, but in front of us, she'd be like, oh, hello, princess. You're the only princess I'm playing with today. And we're just like, But yeah, I love the bits that Nina does. Nina's so fun. Hi, Sess! Welcome on in, man. Speaking of silly, oh my goodness, Sess also has some really funny bits as well. I love the bits that Sess does. I learned about the lore for Sess being like, oh, princess. Welcome, princess. Oh. And then, you know, she'll be like, oh, yes, Daddy Sess. And I'm just like, but yeah. Sess is so funny. Please go check out Sess too if you guys have not already. Sess is also, you know, playing a lot of Peak recently too. And Sess and I, as well as Ava, the three of us, we actually finished up our Are We There Yet collab yesterday. And so if you guys want to see the ending of Are We There Yet with Sess and Ava, you can check out our VODs from yesterday too. Yeah. Hi, Sess. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it originated from one single collab. And, you know, it's been like the brain rot since then. You know, even me too. Like, Sess was telling me about how, like, for some people, that was, like, their first intro to her. And then I was like, oh my god, I just remembered. That was the same thing, too. I remember I had met some girlies as well for Peak on a separate occasion. And it was, like, stuck in my head from Sess being like, oh, princess. And so I remember I entered the lobby and I was like, oh, princess, hello there, princesses. And then I forgot it was some of their first times meeting me. And so they also have that impression like, oh my, she just said princess. I'm good. I made some sushi bake. Oh, that sounds so good. I hope you enjoy your sushi bake. That sounds so tasty. So yummy. Oh my gosh. Can I have some? Can I come over and have some, please? Please? Oh my gosh, Sess, have you seen the game Dispatch? Have you seen how spicy it is? I want to play it, but I'm just like, oh man. Eat my sushi bake? Oh yes. Thank you, princess. Thank you. Okay, let me see. You've heard of Dispatch though? Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's spicy. So Dispatch, it plays like a visual novel. Think of like Nekopada, but QuickTime action. So QuickTime action. So Nekopada meets Detroit Become Human meets Marvel. That's how I describe it as. It's literally a cinematic visual novel styled game with quick time decisions along with spicy dating. Or not spicy dating, but there is dating involved. Like it plays like a visual novel too, since there are romance interests. Yeah, it's a lot. But that's why so many people have been so hyped about it, you know? It's because of how good the story is and just how much you can decide the direction of the story, you know? And so, yeah, that's how I describe it. As someone that's seen a bit of it, I describe it as, yeah, Nekopada in terms of the visual novel, QuickTime action for the Detroit Become Human part, and then Marvel for like the superhero cinematic experience. Yeah. Night Trap? I don't know what that is. Hi, Norton Eric. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Welcome. Imagine a combination, by the way, Telltale game like Walking Dead and the Invincible series. Yeah. So I guess instead of like Detroit Become Human, you can think more of like, yeah, like Walking Dead, where you have like quick time choices, you know? Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's one's a relatively obscure classic, may or may not be older than you. Night Trap. I don't think I've ever heard of Night Trap before. Let me see. Night Trap. Da, 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 da. Did you see? Apparently Steam announced new devices. They announced a VR headset and like their equivalent of a Mac Mini for gaming. I did not know. I'm not really up to date with technology news unless I go on Twitter. And usually I don't go on Twitter until after stream. And so I get like the gaming updates and stuff after stream. Sega CD, if I remember correctly. Night Trap is a Sega CD game released in 1992 that used FMV cutscenes where you took control of cameras around a house to protect women from monsters. What? Okay, yeah, I have not heard about that. Yeah, interesting. It was really new like just a few hours ago. Imagine FNAF but with real people and you protecting them instead of yourself. The FNAF before the FNAF. Oh my god, I see it! I see the layout! Oh dang, it does look like the old retro style for the game choices. Oh dang, Night Trap. Interesting, yeah, I've never heard of that game before until today. Derby! Derby, thank you so much for the resub at 68 months. I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay as a tea bun. Thank you so much, Derby. Can we get some love and some hype in chat, please, for almost 70 months? Yeah, no more 6, 7. You know, it was so funny. I remember I was watching in Cess's stream, like I was lurking, you know? And then someone also resubscribed at 67 months. But they were like, say it! Say the thing, streamer! They were asking Cess to say it. And then Cess was like, what? And then she was like, oh, 6, 7. Oh my god, I can't believe the 6, 7 brain rot is like coming back around as well, you know? For our, just like the friendos. I'm just like, oh god. Nina has it, Cess has it. It was notorious because there's an actual court hearing regarding the game in combination with video game violence. One of the examples that was taken away out of context because people thought it taught people... Ah, I see. Didn't know how to feel about the Quest VR headsets. Maybe the Steam one I might try out because it also can play... non-VR games. I see. Okay, that's cool. That's interesting. Only a 64, so I've got a bit to go for that. Will 6, 7 even be relevant? Probably not. In terms of like... the lifetime of memes, I feel like the lifetime of memes is rather short, especially in our day and age, you know? Like, I know some stuff that are no longer relevant. That was relevant, like, earlier this year, even. Night Trap was one of the 2 games alongside the OG Mortal Kombat that were responsible for the ESRB rating we have. What is that? What's the ESRB rating? Please, I still dab. You know, what's kind of funny? I think that it's funny how with Peak, you know, Peak kind of made it so that some of the older memes are kind of relevant again, you know? Like, I feel like with cinema is like a bit of an older meme by now, but, you know, people have been memeing it a lot in Peak, you know? Cinema. Absolute cinema. And then there's some other stuff too in Peak that they kind of reference, and so it's cool. It's cool when games kind of bring back life to older memes, you know, in their niche. It's okay, you know. Cess still dabs. I still floss sometimes. You know, not like the teeth flossing. I floss every day for teeth flossing. But flossing as in like the dance. Sometimes when I'm memeing, you know, with friends and they're like, yeah, bust a move, you know, do a dance move. I'll just start flossing. I'll be like, yeah, you know. When games are rated, everyone to... Oh. I didn't know that was what the official game rating is called. ESRB. Oh, you still say, oh look, a strawberry. I still say a watermelon. It's not a watermelon. Speaking of cinema, I'm gonna watch a double feature of Wicked and Wicked for Good next week. That's a long double feature. Oh my goodness. I hope you have fun. That sounds so nice to do, to watch it back to back though. I'm ready to watch the second one, but we'll see. We'll see if we watch in theaters. Yeah. Anytime I see strawberry things, it's gonna be 5 hours long. Yeah, that's long. That's very long. I still floss too. I don't know any other dances. That's okay, Sassy. That's all right. You know, if we ever go to like a party together and they tell people to dance, I'll floss with you. It's like, you know, it's like that one place that we talked about. What was it called? That party that we almost went to at TwitchCon. If everyone had gotten in, you know, and there was like dancing involved, if you had started flossing, I'd have flossed with you as well. Nowadays, it's E10TM. Don't think I see AO in the market and EC fell off. Yeah, the masquerade. Everyone flosses, but with masks turned on. Or mask on. The movie I really loved because I did see the actual Broadway musical and I enjoyed it, so it's almost similar experience. I see. But yeah, maybe off-kai says. Maybe we'll go to parties, maybe? I don't know. Maybe some parties, you know. I don't know. Maybe. Let's floss at off-kai. Okay. If you're boothing there, Cess, and then you want me to like floss to bring in people to your booth, I'll do it. I'll probably have like a cosplay at that point as well. Maybe I'll cosplay again, you know? And then if you want me to floss in cosplay, I'll floss in cosplay to garner like attention to your booth. I'll be the free advertising. Hi Axolotl, welcome on in. Nice to see you again. Can we get another shout out for Axolotl as well, please? Are you going to off-kai, Axolotl? Are you going to go? A floss emote, please. Does anyone have a floss emote? Let me look at Discord. Let me see. Floss emote. Let's do a look-sees, shall we? Floss. Oh my god! Of course! How could I forget? Ham is like the only, I think, only creator that I know that has a floss emote. And I used to use it all the time. Oh my god, how could I forget Ham floss? I love Ham's floss emote. God, I miss Ham. Speaking of floss emote, sorry, I saw a lot of news the past few days. I'm really excited. Okay, Kareem, what are you talking about that relates to the floss emote? What news did you see that could relate to the floss emote? I'm really interested to see how you connect it. Probably not. Don't really go to cons. I don't vend that, and since I don't make a ton of VTuber merch, I never get accepted. Oh no, Axolotl. That's completely valid. I've heard some other artist friends as well say the exact same thing, you know? They've talked about how, yeah, it's like, you know, VTuber conventions either just aren't really their cup of tea, you know, or it's just not their demographic. And so, yeah, they end up like losing money as opposed to making money in some situations as well for some people. And so for artists, you know, especially that go to conventions, I think that's completely valid, you know? But yeah, I'm mostly gonna go to off-kai. So if for any friendos, you know, if you go to off-kai, let me know. I would love to meet up. I can't believe it. I still can't believe we forgot to do like a VTuber phone picture. I had like my PNG downloaded and everything too. I was ready for like VTuber pictures, you know? But every single friend that I met up with that was a VTuber, we just all forgot to do VTuber pictures with the phone. I was just like, dang it, we forgot. Because that's like the only pictures that we can share like of ourselves, you know? And so I'm just like, oh man. There's Fortnite leaks that... Oh, I'm not listening. La 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 la. Don't forget, chat. We don't talk about leaks here on stream, okay? Leaks are not okay on stream here. So I'm going to delete your message, Kareem. I'm deleting. Just in case, you know, because when it comes to stuff like that, it is potentially something that could lead to issues, especially because I'm also a Epic partner still, technically, you know. No, you're fine, Kareem. That's okay. That's why we have the no leaks command. There's a space missing from that command after the first emoji. Let me fix that real quick. That's gonna bother me if I don't fix it. I have no problem making it for the con, but I'd only do that if I got... Exactly! Yeah, that's what I meant too, right? Is that, yeah, it's expensive. It's expensive to go to conventions, you know? And so, I remember people talking about it too in general for like VTuber meet and greets, right? I didn't know if VTuber meet and greets get paid. Like, I thought they just did it for funsies, you know? I was like, I'm down to do meet and greets for funsies. But apparently VTubers do get paid if official companies reach out to them or work with them. And so there's accommodations that, you know, go for it, including like, you know, accommodating for their ticket. And so for conventions, you know, like a lot of times I know that artists, you know, it's not that, it's really expensive to go to conventions in general. And so, you know, going at the convention, like as someone that's vending, helps out the cost a lot with tickets and stuff. And so, yeah, I completely get it if you don't get in, right? Because it is like extra cost to have to pay for the con ticket itself. And con tickets are not cheap. Like, for example, TwitchCon. Oh my god. TwitchCon is the most expensive convention that I've ever been to in terms of like ticket pricing. And so for any of the artist friends, I did not go because they didn't make it into the TwitchCon vendors. I was just like, I 100% understand. Yikes. There is a space. Oh, it's because of the emote. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, especially since I can't exactly PTO time off from the sticker business. Exactly. Yeah. The hustle. I respect the hustle so much, especially for, you know, all the friends that are on the grind, whether they're, you know, artists, whether they're streamers. I'm just like, it do be, you know, the struggle and the hustle out here as freelance. Yeah, TwitchCon was very expensive indeed. The cheapest con tickets I've ever seen are 90 smackaroos for a weekend. So many cheaper cons. Usually smaller cons are like maybe 40 to 50 for the weekend. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You get PTO. Yeah, exactly. You get PTO. You get weekends. I haven't had a weekend in 5 years. Just kidding. That's my own thing though. I usually schedule it in a way for my own streams where I don't really have weekends. I have like a 1 day off in between stream days so that I can take like a little break, and then I'll like stream again for a few days, and then I'll take like another day in between. That's why for events like TwitchCon, you know, that's like my rare like one weekend for like a, you know, a few times of the year. And so I'm really grateful for it. I think it's really fun. Yeah, what's a weekend? I haven't had weekends since I transferred to my current site at work. Tickets are the cheapest part of cons in my opinion. There's also hotel, transport. Exactly, right? And that's the thing too. There are places where, for example, you know, like once again, if it's like a VTuber meet and greet, I've heard of some companies where they'll actually sponsor you for the entirety of the trip. They'll sponsor your flight ticket. They'll sponsor your hotel. They'll sponsor your ticket to the convention. They'll sponsor your food. And so I'm like, dang, okay, all right, I see. Tickets are the souvenirs. Full-time creator life. Yeah. The fact that TwitchCon had the early bird tickets being like only $10 cheaper than if you bought it after the first month. Why even raise the... I'll take it. You know, I'll take it. $10 cheaper is $10 cheaper. You know, $5 is $5. $1 is $1. You know, for me, it's like, I appreciate that they still even gave a discount in the first place. You know, because for some people, you know, once again, it's like, it's a discount that they didn't even have to add in. You know, it's not the best discount. But the fact that they even offered a discount, I think was still decent of them to do. You know what I mean? Trying to be a lot more aggressive with pre-building days off into next year's schedule. Good luck, Yellow Ring. You got this. I got it before they increased the price, but $10 cheaper. It's not much of one, but in terms of like Twitch expectations, like their standards, I think it was still better. Still better than like if they did like $5 off, you know? And then they offered like a they still offered a thingy for like partners, or not for partners. Oh no, yes, for partners. I think they were like with tickets, if you were able to refer like a set number of people, you were either able to get like a half discount, like 50% off, or if you were able to refer to like a full set of people, you could get completely discounted. And so that is cool that they still offer the referral program. But back in the day, I know that they were I know that they gave I think what, like partners, they had like a discount before and stuff like that. But yeah, they didn't even have anything for partners this year. Oh, it's not just partners. You could do the referral for discount. Okay, that's good. That's good that they had it available for everyone. That's really nice. Finally gonna build in a full weekend off so I can goof around at the local anime convention, maybe even the gaming convention. Ooh, I hope you have fun. That sounds so exciting. I love conventions. I like conventions. It's fun. But I'm excited. I'm excited for Offkai to be like my first ever Offkai convention, but I'm more excited to hang out with, you know, the friendos. I'm still surprised. I'm still surprised that we didn't end up drinking for the TwitchCon like hangouts. I think we all kind of thought we were gonna drink something spicy a little bit here and there, but yeah, not only. I think the only spicy drink that I had at TwitchCon was it was like a sake oyster shot. Don't recommend. I don't recommend. I tried it to try it, but I was just like, ugh. I was just like, yeah. I never thought about sake and oyster going together, and I was just like, interesting. It's my first ever savory shot, you know? Last convention, I had a YouTuber help talk me down from a panic attack because the floor was so big. Turns out the local cons, one of the biggest cons in the country. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. Yeah, I've heard about that too from some other people. So yeah, stay safe, okay? Whenever you guys go to conventions, always try to stay safe if you can. But yeah, we'll see. We might do a little bit of a spicy drinking at, you know, Offkai. Maybe some spicy drinking karaoke. I feel like, you know, for me, I'm pretty shy, you know, But there are times where it's like, you know, for example, yeah, there are times where I've like done singing, like karaoke and stuff, and then if I have like a little bit of a spicy drink, it does help me be a bit more brave, you know, as they call it, liquid courage. And so, yeah, hopefully at the next karaoke, if there is like spicy drinks, we'll do like a little bit of spicy drinking just to help me, you know, be a bit more brave in terms of like doing karaoke with people live. I was thinking about that actually. I was thinking about doing like a little party here for the holidays, you know? I want to do like a little holiday, because last year we did the karaoke party. Thank you for the water. I thought about doing like a karaoke party again, but this time with like a little bit of spicy drinks as well, you know? And so I might do like a little bit of spicy drinking with the karaoke. And so if you guys want to spicy drink along with me, you know, for our holiday party, you're definitely more than welcome to. It's just, I'm trying to figure out timing wise when I would do that, because I do want to visit my family for the holidays and I don't have a laptop. And so unless I get a laptop by that time, I don't know if I can stream while I visit my family, you know? Because I do want to visit my family for like a month. But I don't want to not stream for a month. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Maybe I'll look for like a laptop or something on Black Friday. God, I need to look for... I want to look for a CPU and I want to look for a laptop for Black Friday. It's gonna be a little expensive, a little pricey. Could you stream from your brother's PC? I don't know if his PC will be able to handle my VTuber setup though. Yeah. I want to have a travel setup. I know some VTuber friends that have like a laptop where it's like, it's strong enough to be able to handle the model, right? And also stream at the same time, you know? And so it's like a travel laptop. And so I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to get like a travel laptop. I think that'd be really fun to do because I want to go to more conventions too, you know? And so I feel like with the conventions and stuff, it'd be nice to be able to bring a travel laptop so I can, you know, do work as well as, you know, go traveling. Just PNG stream? I don't want to do PNG if I can. I have a laptop. Okay, sis. Maybe I'll ask you for a recommendation. You know, if you can, if you want to drop the link in my Discord, feel free to drop the affiliate link if you have one. Yeah, I think it'd be nice just to have like a travel laptop in general. I think that'd be good, for work purposes. Yeah. CPU, what were you looking at? Just something that I can upgrade because I have a 4000 series graphics card. And so my friends were telling me at the beginning of this year when we did a bunch of our Marvel Rival collabs, before it was optimized, that my graphics card is currently being bottlenecked. And so I just want to upgrade my CPU. I haven't upgraded my CPU in a very long time. But my graphics card I updated last year, I think. And so yeah, I just want to upgrade. I don't know which one yet. It's more so just I'll wait and see. I'll wait for my friends to just like recommend me stuff, and then I'll go with the recommendations. That's pretty much what I did for my builds over the years. Is I'll ask my friends like, do you guys see any deals for some good things that work with my PC? And then either Derpy or Wuppo will be like, here. And I'll be like, thank you. And I just go from there and try to make it compatible. I do have a PC part picker. There's a command for it. I think it's like !PC or something like that. It's not updated, but the only thing that I swapped out is my graphics card. I think PC parts? PC parts? Yeah. There you go. There's my PC part list. But it's not fully updated, like I said, for my graphics card. My graphics card and my case are different now because I didn't realize that the graphics card was too big for my old case. And so I had to get a new case. And so my current case is the Lianlai case. And then I also have the Oris 4070, I think. I believe. And then I also have a new power source as well. The power supply, I had to update that too because I had to have more, I think, cable slots for the graphics card. But yeah. So, yeah, I think that old PC list is from what, like 2023? 2022? No, I think 2021, I want to say. I just finished building my PC last week. Never again. Hi, Black Iris. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Oh my gosh. Was it your first time building a PC? That's how I feel. Every time that I finish building my PC, I'm just like, never again. I don't want to build my PC ever again. And then after like a few months, I'm just like, I kind of want to do it again. That's kind of fun. Learning how to build stuff. I'm like, that's kind of fun. And so I kind of like at this point now, since I have my setup, it's not as hard because I just for the most part like swap out stuff. But yeah, I remember every time that the 2 times that I built my PC, I'm just like, never again. I'm done. 4070 is all right, but hungry. Yeah, I've had RAM issues with my computer all year. It burnt me out. Oh no. Yeah, I need more RAM as well. And that's actually a big reason why they recommended I get like a better CPU. Is because there's a specific RAM that my friends recommended me, but it's only compatible with like the newer CPUs. And so they're like, yeah, you should probably update your CPU L so you can have better RAM. And I'm like, okay. I've been lurking and listening, but yes, it's so tiring to keep an eye out for deals and decide what I wanted. Yes, I think that's probably one of the hardest parts, is like building the PC is hard, but yeah, one of the hardest parts is like saving up and finding parts that match and work with what you want to make, It's a fun challenge though. I love challenges, and so I really enjoy challenges like that. At this point, I'm keeping my PC the way it is for a long time. That's what I thought too. That's what I thought, And for the most part, I feel like for most people, it's perfectly fine. For me, it's like if I wasn't streaming, I don't think I would want to upgrade as much. But because I do stream and I want to do stuff like 3D model streams, like if you guys don't know, there are some streamers that are 3D, like they have a 3D model. They have a whole separate PC specifically just for streaming, like OBS and stuff, because their model takes up so much resource, on their computer. And so they have like a dual PC build. And so yeah, I don't want to go for a dual PC build if I can. And so I'm just gonna keep on upgrading my PC, and hopefully it works out Fingers crossed. But if need be in the far future, maybe I'll do like a dual PC build, you know? I recently swapped out thermal material for my CPU and accidentally fried 2 of the RAM slots on the motherboard. No, pianist! Not the frying! That's what I'm so afraid of. RAM stresses me out because I'm so afraid of like pushing it in wrong. I don't know why. Like pushing the RAM sticks into the slots, it feels so scary, you know? And I remember when I was building it the 2 times, my friends, they had to be like, just push it in, Elv! Just push it in! And I'm like, I'm scared! What if the pins bend? What if they bend? And they're like, just do it! Do it! And so I pushed it in and I was just like, oh, okay. We're good. And so yeah, I get stressed out with pushing the RAM in. And then for me too, I remember I was like freaked out that I would fry stuff for the PC. And so every like 5 seconds, I would like tap on metal to make sure that I'd ground myself, you know? I was so paranoid about frying stuff. Hi, Mika! Oh my gosh, long time no chat. Can we get a shout out for Mika, please? Nice to see you, Mika. Yeah, it's like a crazy puzzle, but a fun one. It's like you're like crying, screaming, throwing up in the middle of building it. But then after you're done, you're like, wow, I did it. And then you turn it on and the PC doesn't turn on. And then you start ripping your hair out. And then you're like, oh my God. And then after you fix whatever, didn't turn on properly, you're like, yeah. And then after that, like after like a month or 2, you're like, that was kind of fun. I kind of want to do it again, Dual PC is so much more cozy. I know. Maybe someday. That's like a goal for maybe like 5 years from now, Elveira. Is I want to do dual PC with like a 3D model. Hi, Only Fly Guy. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Hi, Wes. Nice to see you as well on the Twitch and on the YouTube side. Welcome. Hi, Grim. Hello. How you doing? If I build a new PC, it's going to be a home media server. The challenge, a low power draw, and all the storage. Oh. Hi, Delmont. Yeah, we're talking about RAM. Bending the wires and cables scared me so badly. I was like, right? Oh my God. I feel like for my my current 4070, so the wires, they stick in the front, but you have to bend them all the way back into the motherboard. And it like scared me, because I'm just like, I don't think I should be bending at that angle. And so yeah, I kept asking. I was like, is this okay, guys? Is this all right? Is this okay? Like I probably asked that like a million times whenever I build my PC. I'm just like, is this right? Are you sure it's okay? Are you sure? But yeah, I think for me, when I built my first ever PC, and I remember I was about to cry. Like I was about to break down because it wasn't turning on properly. Like every time that I boot up the Windows, it would boot up, but it wouldn't boot up all the way. And so it would boot up and then it would crash, And so I remember I was like, why? Why is it crashing every time that it boots up? And then I thought it was like maybe like a part that was just, broken. And then I was stressing out about finances. And then we took a closer look and they told me, they're like, oh, make sure you push in all the cables. Like make sure all the cables are pushed in properly. And you know what happened? You know what the problem was? I didn't push my cable into the graphics card far enough for the pins to touch. I pushed it in, but because it's such a tight push, I thought it was pushed in fully. And so thank God, the problem was that it was just a cable that wasn't pushed in fully. And so thankfully, after I pushed in the cable all the way into my graphics card, my PC booted up perfectly fine. And I was like, yay! I was like, oh, thank God. Thank God, it was just cables. All right, and so, yeah. Just a heads up, okay, y'all? Make sure you guys know that cables can be the problem. Got a plan for next time you build your PC that Wetbo or Derpy are visiting so they can... No! I want to build myself, though. That's the thing, I may be crying, screaming, throwing up, but I'm stubborn. I want to try to build things, and do that challenge as well. Because yes, I can depend on them, to build it for me and stuff like that, but I really want to try doing things myself too. And that was what happened last time, like for my current PC. I tried to put things in myself for the most part. But, since Shen was visiting at the time, I told him, I was like, if I needed some help, I'd be like, can you help me? And it was a lot easier. It was a lot easier having him help me. But yeah. If anything, I'd really want to try building it myself first before relying on Wappo and Derby to like be the ones to build for me. I like to learn. I like a challenge, even if I'm stressed out, you know? I need to hurt my fingers to make sure. Yes! The amount of times I've like hurt my fingers building a PC is a lot, you know, because you have to really push in stuff into the PC. Hi, Angel Shine. It's nice to see you. No, you're fine. That's okay. You're welcome to pop in whenever you'd like. But thank you so much for popping on in today. How you doing? Graphics cards have gotten so large. Yes, they're so big. Like I had my previous graphics card fit into, I think it was the NZXT case. I think that's what the brand is called, right? And it's more on the smaller side, not like the minimal smaller ones, but at least like smaller. And so I really thought maybe it'd be able to fit into that PC still with my 4070. No, the 4070 is like chonky, you know, it's like huge. And so it was able to fit in the PC, but it wasn't able to fit in my water cooler. And so because my water cooler is a bit bigger too, right? Because I have a water cooler. I had to get a bigger case to accommodate for my graphics card, because before that my old graphics card fit with the water cooler. But yeah, it's chonky. They're pretty hefty nowadays for graphics cards. Upgraded my PC because I upgraded my graphics card and the case was half an inch too short. No, pianist! Oh, that's the worst. Oh man. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm good. I was watching an anime yesterday and then I was busy with the other stuff before that. What anime were you watching? I would love to hear about what anime y'all been watching. Hi, Beanie. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Nice to see you, Bean. My 3060 is huge, but at least most of it is the heat sink. How is he? I'm doing great. I'm having fun just chatting here a little bit before we hop into a collab in 3 hours. Yeah, we're just chatting. I kind of want to do some like personality tests too, just for funsies. I saw there was like an updated like love language test that was trending on Twitter. I kind of want to do that one. And then if there's any other like personality tests, I want to do those too. I haven't done like a personality test in a while, you know? I think these can be fun. I know, right? I love tests when I'm not being graded for a grade, you know? God, tests like those stress me out, but if it's personality tests, you know, I'm down for those. Let me see if I can find it. I forget what it's called. You're being graded by chat? That's fine, as long as it's not a grade where I can potentially fail a class. That's fine by me, you know? As long as there's no risk of me failing a class, I'm okay. By the way, it's so true what they say about like how important it is to fail something while you're in school, because you don't realize how you're going to handle it until afterwards. And so I remember for me... Oh my god, my tweet posted! My tweet posted for the collab tonight. Wait. I need to comment down below. Playing with the lovely Bluebell and Hysteria. Okay. Okie dokie. I'm trying it out. I'm trying to post on Twitter without tagging people, because recently when I tag people in the main tweet for collabs and stuff, it does limit my reach. And so today we're trying that out, where I post a tweet for the waiting room for the collab, and then I put the tags of the people I'm playing with in the comment down below. So hopefully we can see how that plays out today. Yeah. Okay, all right. I was watching Perfect Blue because I saw everyone saying it was actually alright, so I decided to see it and it wasn't that bad. Right! That's what I thought too! Oh my gosh, I remember people saying that too. Like, I remember people were talking about how Perfect Blue was like this like disturbing anime, you know? And how the twist was like insane and stuff like that. I don't know if it's because I've seen other anime that's also a bit more on like the psychological side / horror side, but it didn't really feel like that big of a twist. Like, it was a good twist, don't get me wrong, like it was a good twist, but not in terms of like how much they hyped it up. And so I was a little disappointed. But that's my fault too, because I had my expectations set up for the people that, you know, mentioned how good it was in terms of like if you're looking for something that's like disturbing. But I was just like, yeah, it's not as hyped up, I feel like, as, or it doesn't live up to the hype that people were hyping it up with. You know what I mean? I'm always terrified working with these types of things because of the work I used to do. For reference, I broke a socket because the nut was too tight and picked up the whole front of the car, and the socket exploded. I have to, oh my goodness, that's really scary, Delmont. Yeah, things like that are really scary. Hi, Villevin, welcome on in. How you doing today? I might see you before I get to Pokemon in a matter of moments. Hi, Sports Bear, it's nice to see you as well. I hope you have fun with Pokemon. Thank you, thank you. Also, I saw a message earlier. Hi, Sakura! Happy late Pocky Day to you too, Sakura Rose. I'm so sorry. I saw your message, but I was trying to finish my thought before I responded, and then my brain just kind of got distracted. But hi, Sakura Rose. Hi, Fly Guy. Nice to see you. Honestly, it was disturbing, but I like how it showed the actuality. Right? It shows like the darker side, you know, of idol culture. Mm-hmm. Maybe because also when it came out, the twist would have been, I don't know. It's like, I've watched older anime movies that have the similar like hype over the twist, and they're still good. I think it's not really like the timing of it. I think it wasn't that big of a twist, in my opinion, you know? Like I said, I've seen older anime, older than Perfect Blue, and that the twists in there have left me shocked, you know, and they're timeless. And so I don't know. I feel like back then it was just like, it was okay, you know, for my opinion, my personal opinion. I think since then, so much more. Well, the thing is, horror anime was a thing back then too. Like in 1998, there was a lot of horror anime as well. Not as much as nowadays, but you know, there was a lot of stuff back then that was also not just like horror, but psychological. Like they were really big on psychological anime back in that day too. And so I think it just depends. I think it depends on what you think for your own personal preference, you know? I'm currently watching Dawn to Dawn. Okay. First time watching Perfect Blue through me, for I have no idea what is real anymore. I still think it's good. I own the ADV era and DVD and the G-Kids Blu-ray release. I see. So good. Satoshi Kon's movies got picked up by G-Kids. It's almost like you get desensitized twist from watching other things. Yes and no. It's like, I would say there's a lot of things I've seen from anime, both psychological and horror, but there are still some things where it's like predictable, but it's still good. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not really like the shock value. If it was shock value, that'd be a little different, but it's more so, it's just like, I don't know. For me, preference-wise, it just wasn't as lived up to the hype. Like, not to say it's not good. I still think it's good. It's a good watch, right? It's just not as hyped up. It's like how, you know, there's anime out there that people hype up and it's just not as hyped up as it may be to you. Because personal preference, once again, you know? Like, for example, if someone like hypes up, I don't know, like Spy, you know, like when it comes to Spy Family, right? Spy Family, a lot of people love, you know? But there are a lot of people that hate it as well. And then there are a lot of people that kind of are in the middle. And so it's like Spy Family could be your most favorite anime of all time. It could be, you know, like the anime of the century with how popular it is. But, you know, it just might not live up to the hype for your own personal preference. And so I think it just depends on your preference and how you see it, you know? Not a horror anime, but we should all watch Garzy's Wings together. What is that? I don't think I've heard of that before. Let me see. Oh, I've never heard of that before. What is it about? Didn't exist back then. It was invented in 2014 by Freddy Fazbear. Oh, yeah? Well, what about the bite of 87 then? What about that, Villevin? What about the bite of 87? Just kidding. I'm in the middle. There's a lot to like and a lot to constructively criticize. Exactly, right? Like for me, I feel like when it comes to, for me, I'm not just like someone that enjoys psychological and horror when it comes to anime. It's also like for regular movies, for games, right? And so over the years, like I said, there's still some things that might be not as disturbing in terms of like the value, the shock value of it. But if it's done in the right way, it can be good still, you know? But there's a huge difference between like how good a series is or how good a game is versus the hype that people give it. Because once again, for some people, it just might be more hyped up than it actually is. The bite of 87, not bike. Although I do know how to bike, but the bite of 87. Yes. Also, I'm still looking for it. But yeah, Perfect Blue, it was like the plot twist was interesting, but in terms of like plot twist, I think I prefer more of like a Paprika. Paprika was interesting. Paprika, I was just like, oh, okay, interesting. Paprika was definitely one of the shows or one of the movies that kind of like left me thinking about it. You know what I mean? I was just like, dang. Not Pike! What the heck? Bite. The bite. B-I-T-E. The bite. Hearing like two combos because I'm trying to listen to the convo and the convo with my mom and my... Oh, are you like snooping, Angel? You're trying to like listen in to hear what they're talking about? Yes, Bio. Oh my goodness, you finally got it. I'm so proud of you. The pipe of 87. Yes. Oh my god. Screw you, Bio. Screw you. You're making fun of how I say things. Huh? That's not very nice. Horror tends to garner lower review scores than most. Not everyone enjoys some corners of the genre. Exactly. Like when it comes to horror is like a huge umbrella genre. And so there's a lot of different genres and different corners of the genre, like you said, Dry Bear. I'm more of a psychological horror type of gal, or psychological thriller horror type of gal. But I've seen my fair share of horror, but not as much as like people that are into horror, I would say. I'm more of like the default Dan mainstream horror movie watcher, you know? Like I grew up watching movies like Scream, you know, or Chucky and all that jazz. I haven't seen the OG like Chainsaw Massacre. I've seen the newer one, but I haven't seen the OG Chainsaw Massacre. Love language test. I did that with someone else before, but with more words that sound similar to bite. Oh yeah, I can go on. You know, bite, night, light, bright, right? The psych of 87. I found it. Okay. Is this the same one that we did, or is this a different test? I'm looking for it. I think it's a different one from the one that we've done before. It is different. Okay. All right, we'll do this one today. Sure, why not? Some of the most memorable thriller and horror shows and films always end up with mid-low scores, even though they're rad. You know one that I really wanted to watch growing up? I really wanted to watch American Horror Story. Thank you so much for the hand pat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, I really wanted to watch American Horror Story, but we didn't have cable, and so I never got to watch it. But I remember I saw some scenes from there, and it was really intriguing, you know? I was just like, oh. But yeah, I never saw that one. But when I was younger, like when I was super, super young, I used to watch a lot of Ghost Whisperer. I was really into, you know, Ghost Whisperer. I was just like, it's scary, but not too scary. You know, it's more of like a feel happy type of scary show-ish, you know, in a way, but not really scary. It's more so just focused on it. American Horror Story is great, but it's so varied from season to season. Oh, really? Okay. Hi, Gretchen! Welcome on in, ma'am! Can we get a shout out for Gretchen, please? American Horror Story, I love the first few seasons. Always down to watch if you plan on watching it. Okay, Gretchen, bet! I'm gonna write that down. Let's have a American Horror Story watch party, ma'am. Let's do it. I'll write it down. I also I enjoyed Black Mirror as well. Black Mirror was a good watch too for like the psychological part of it. Not really horror though. I think there were some episodes that were scary, but not that scary. But yeah, Black Mirror was intriguing. Yeah, Black Mirror. Sometimes you run into weird gems like nocturnal animals. I don't think I've heard of nocturnal animals before. Let me see. Nocturnal animals. Oh, you know what? You know what kind of got me into all this, I think? I think it was my mom watching the X-Files when I was younger. Because I used to get so sucked into watching her watch the X-Files, you know? The do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. And so, yeah, maybe it came from X-Files. Yeah, X-Files was so good. I didn't know what was going on, but that stuff, like, left a you know, an imprint into my brain at a very young age. I was just like, oh dang, that's interesting. And so I kind of want to watch X-Files as well at some point, just to kind of fully watch it. Some of those episodes haunted me as a kid, right? I think I only saw like a few here and there, and it just stuck with me, you know. It like left me thinking in the night, you know. I do know the X-Files theme. That's like one of my my memes, you know, in my meme arsenal. Sometimes out of nowhere, you just hear me be like, do 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 do. You know, just like goofy moments on stream where I say something that could be paranormal, you know. Do do. X-Files is Scully and Mulder. I don't remember their names. I just know the series. I remember this one really strange but fun X-Files PC1 game that was made entirely in FMV and had all the cast reprising their roles. Oh, no worries, Cream. I hope you enjoy your lurk. Thank you for lurking. I have to be up early tomorrow, but take care, everyone. Have a good stream. Bye, Angel Shine. I hope you sleep well. Thank you for stopping by today. I hope you have a lovely, lovely morning. That sounds so fun, though. I really want to watch American Horror Story. There's so many episodes that just like intrigued me when people were talking about it. I was just like, oh, interesting. Very interesting. Alright, shall we do the test? It was on 4 entire discs. I think we watched it on TV. Yeah, I think Mom Vera and I just watched it on TV. It'd be like one of the shows that was like on TV while we waited for Dad Vera to come home at night. It was kind of crazy. The stuff that Mom Vera let me watch as a baby. I remember watching X-Files with her. I remember watching... there's another show. I forget what the show is called though. It was like this guy and he was talking about like some wild things, like unbelievable things, like extraordinary things. Like there was one about a safe and how they got out of a safe. I can't remember what the show was called, but there was just like this guy that would talk about it. It's a very vague description, but if you guys know what I'm talking about, please feel free to throw out names. But yeah, it was like something extraordinary, very similar to that era of like the style that they showed. Let me see. Shows. About odd phenomenons. It was called... Was it this one? No, it wasn't called Unsolved Mysteries. Let me see. It was called... Shows from the 90s about dang it, it's gonna bother me. I'm like thinking about it now. There was if I can think of it, I'll let you guys know, but I can't remember what the heck it was. Oh, I remember. Okay. They pulled it up. It was the show called Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction. That was one that I'm thinking about. I thought that was so cool too. That's not really like psychological horror or thriller, but I thought that was also interesting to watch whenever it came on TV, you know? I was just like, whoa. And so Mom Beer just kind of like have it on TV. And so I really liked watching it to see, you know, if it was like fact or fiction, right? I was just like, and then some of the things that were facts, I was like, oh, snap. Yeah, that was a cool watch when I was younger. Yeah, Himbo, yeah. Hi, Himbo, welcome in. How you doing today? Dang, I can't believe I forgot about that. But yeah, Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction was a interesting watch too when I was younger. Yeah, Small Vera was really interested into shows like that whenever they popped on TV with Mom Vera. I couldn't really understand what was going on half the time, but it was interesting for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and take this test, shall we? Yeah, it's a Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction is the title of the show. Okay, we're gonna do this love language test. Completely different from what we've been talking about. But I'm really curious as to, how different it is. And then I saw earlier, I think I saw Cream talk about it, how Cream likes to take tests multiple times. Just don't forget, when it comes to taking tests multiple times, it's better to take them with as much time in between as possible. Because if you take them, for example, like 1 year after another, you're most likely not going to see a difference because you need time, you know, for your character to kind of change, and also so that it's not as familiar. Because if it's familiar, you might start choosing the same answers based off like familiarity, you know. And so, for example, like for some friends and I, we took like the IMBT test, probably like 5 years in between, if not like 3 years in between. Yeah, I know that show in Germany. It was called X Factor. The Unbelievable. Really? Oh, that's so cool. That's such a different name. That's cool that you guys had it in Germany as well. Yeah, I really liked Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction. That was cool. Which is why I wait for ages between playthroughs. To play the Professor Layton games. I feel like same thing too with like, or I don't know, with Danganronpa. Danganronpa, the series, it's one of the series where it's one of those games where you just, if you could decide to like wipe your memory, right, and replay it again, that's what I would choose. I would choose that for Danganronpa. If I could, I would love to like wipe my memory of Danganronpa and replay it again because it was just that good. And Danganronpa, like, don't get me wrong, it's good, but it's just not as good the second time around, you know? At least in my opinion, because the twists and the plots are just so shocking when you first stumble upon them and you're just like, what the heck? And it just makes it that good, you know? Although, to be fair, I'm not really a big fan of situational irony, you know? I don't like spoilers. And so that could be a thing too for me personally. But if you don't mind spoilers, or if you don't, you know, if you like playing things with situational irony, that could be a good way to like replay it as well. I did Yellow Ring. Yeah, I had some people tell me about it. The one with Jonathan Frakes and him telling like 5 stories and you guess which ones were true and false. Yes! Yes, Bio. Yes. Exactly. You don't know until the very end of the show, the episode. That's how they get you, you know? You have to wait until the very end of the episode before you find out which one's true or false, or which one's fact or which one's fiction, you know? It's kind of like how, you're not gonna lie, thinking about it now, it's kind of how people do their TikToks, you know, like their short form videos. I've seen some videos that follow that exact template for Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction. Like they'll ask you if this is true or false, and then they won't tell you until the end of the video. Or they'll be like, stick around for the end of the video to find out. And you're just like, oh my God. They're following the fact or fiction template. It works, you know, it worked back then on TV, and it works now in content form. Yeah, Bio, yeah. I'm glad you guys liked it too. Hi, Jira. Welcome on in. How are you doing today? Welcome back, Cream, as well. Hello there. All right. Okay, you guys ready? I'm gonna pull up the test here. If you guys want to take the test as well, you can feel free to take it. It's called the one that I saw on Twitter that's been trending recently is called Love Language Co. So this is what it is, the website. Correct. You forgot, didn't you? About what? About what? What? The Dyson being on my throat? I did not forget. That's one of the things I have on my throat. If not one of, or I was gonna say one of the most expensive things on my throat, if not the most expensive thing on my throat. Kareem, thank you so much for the contribution to my Dyson vacuum. My dream of having a Dyson vacuum is getting closer. Thank you, Kareem. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Can we get some love and some hype in the chat, please, for that contribution from Kareem? Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. One day, I will use the Dyson vacuum, and whenever I do, I will show you guys a video of me using the Dyson vacuum. Okay. Alright, let me see. The stream. Love language. I will continue to spread the Dyson agenda. I'm really curious what it's gonna be like, you know? In our like family household, we've never had a Dyson. We've always had like the cheap ones you can get from like Costco, you know, but they die after like a year or two. Okay, let me pull up the let me switch over to this scene over here so you guys can also see the questions. Okay, yeah. All right, so we're gonna switch over to this scene. Actually, no, that scene's a little too bright. Let me change it to the other scene. Let's do this instead. Yeah, we'll stick with this one. I still use my same one. It's been nice. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Yeah. Yeah, the badges are still there. It's because I haven't streamed on that scene yet since that time. So it's been a while. It's been a while since I've done that scene. Because it's really bright. And I feel like it flashbangs y'all. And I feel bad. I'm like, I don't want to flashbang y'all. Speaking of flashbang. Alright, okay, so this is the new love language test, apparently, that people have been doing on Twitter. And so we're gonna do it as well today. Because I'm curious. I'm curious to see if the love language test is consistent, you know, with different tests. And so we'll see if I get the one that I had before as well on here. Okay? Why no shark vacuum? I tease. I haven't had a shark vacuum either. You know, I've heard about shark as well. But yeah, my parents would just get like the generic ones. Test takes less than 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Let me start it. Let me just double check real quick to make sure the question's okay. I did not check this before stream. Hi, Strawberry Mochi. Welcome on in. How are you doing today? Welcome. Oh, okay. All right. So this is the love language test, all right? You guys can take it. It says this test takes less than 5 minutes to do. All right. Choose a sentence that is more important for you. I like to receive encouraging or loving notes for no reason. I like to be hugged. Oh, more important for me. That's a hard one. Dang it, it's just the first question. I'm already struggling. I'm just like, which one do I do? Because hugs are nice, you know. But then it's also nice to have like encouragement. I can already tell already what these are. It's either words of affirmation versus physical touch. I would say for me, between the two, I personally prefer hugs. Which is funny because I'm very closed off with hugs, you know? I have to know somebody to want to hug them. But at the same time, over the years, I've also learned how to, hug in a more like cordial way. How people just do like a regular hug for meetings and stuff. But yeah, I used to be a little shy with hugs. I like to be hugged, yeah. Choose a sentence, okay. I like to spend one-on-one time with a person who's special to me. I feel love when someone gives me practical help. I like one-on-one time, personally. Help is nice, but I'd rather have like time together. I like it when people give me gifts. I like leisurely visits with friends and loved ones. Ooh, okay. I definitely, even though I'm an introvert, I do like to visit friends and loved ones. But the thing is, a lot of my friends are online, and so it's not like a really leisurely visit. It's more like a leisurely call. So I would say this one, yeah. I feel love when people do things to help me, like doing the laundry or cooking a meal. I feel love when people give me a reassuring hugs or pats on the back. Also, if you guys want to share your input, let me know as well. Like, do you guys feel like you like hugs more? Or are you more like closed off with hugs, unless it's like a specific person? Because going back to the hug topic for me, I feel like, yeah, with hugs, I don't know. Like back in high school, I would only do hugs with my close friends, And that's also because of another thing too, like in my family, like, with Mom Vera, Dad Vera, and Bro Vera, we don't really hug. Like, we didn't really grow up with a lot of physical affection, We weren't even really the type to really say like, I love you and stuff to each other. And so affection wasn't really shown, growing up. And it's only as of like recently in the few years that we've kind of done it more, especially with me having moved out, We say I love you more to each other, in the calls that we do, and we hug each other more too. And so that's been nice, But yeah, I feel like growing up, I wasn't really familiar with like hugs and like physical affection, Like I said, I've never seen my parents kiss until that day that they did it for a wedding game, for someone else. I was like, oh my God, I've never seen them kiss until that day. And it was the most awkward kiss I've ever seen from the whole like group of parents. Cause yeah, you don't really see a lot of traditional Asian parents kissing each other, let alone like hugging or hand holding and stuff like that. Like the most physical affection I've seen my mom do with my dad is like she'll grab his arm and like hug his arm as they're like walking, while they're shopping around. Depends on who is the hug recipient. B for sure. Hugging on my mom's side is because on the cousin's side. Hugging on my dad's side is a cultural norm among family. Ah, I see. Yeah, hugging on both sides of my family is not really a thing that you do. I thought parents kissing is just a myth. No, I've seen it. I've seen like friends and people that, I've seen their parents just like give each other like a peck on the lips, Or I've seen it happen too when I'm teaching where, they'll like have the kiddos just give like a peck on the cheek for their parents. I'm just like, oh, whoa, physical affection is pretty big, huh? Like in some families. And that's not a bad thing, Like I said, it's nice. It's just that for my family, we're more traditional. And so I didn't really see a lot of physical affection growing up. Affection growing up for us was like, your parents giving you a bowl of fruit after an argument, or like if my parents and I argued, right? Like my mom and I argued, she would come into my room and be like, dinner's ready. And then she would go down the stairs, And so that was like the extent of like affection for like my mom and I. Parents will do the peck as opposed to like other kisses, especially in front of kids. Oh God, no, I'm not talking about like full on like French, kissing and stuff like that. I'm just talking about like hugs or hand holding or like, holding you around the waist and stuff like that. God, no, I've seen that happen before. Like I said, because our family is so traditional, they don't really know physical affection limits. And so I remember my cousin, I've talked about before, but my cousin, she was arranged in a marriage with another guy, and her and that guy, they were taking wedding photos in front of the house that we were doing the little like, wedding pre-ceremony for. and the photographer told them to kiss each other, and they started full on making out in the picture. They were full on like kissing with tongue, and I was just there like, I was just like, what are they doing? What are they doing? And it's like in front of everybody, you know, because we're all just like walking around and stuff. And yeah. So we were just like, yeah, don't do that. Don't be full on like, you know, kissing with tongue, you know, in public. That's a little much, I feel like, especially in front of family. But yeah, I think they just didn't know. I think they didn't know how to kiss, you know? And so they only knew about kissing with tongue. And we're just like, because every time, I'm telling you, every time that they took a photo and the photographer asked them to kiss each other, they just full on started making out. Same thing too. At the wedding, they started full on making out. And I was just like, I'm not looking. I don't want to see. Tons of physical affection in my immediate and extended family. That's good. I think it's really sweet. I'm not Asian, but in my Hispanic household, we have to hug the family, especially family members visiting, and always say hi to everyone. Yeah, it's like, I think it just depends on the household. It doesn't have to be Asian. I'm just talking about it being Asian because of my experience. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, it just depends on the household. It depends on if it's like more traditional, you know, it depends on if there's traditions too, right? Like our family, it wasn't really like a hugging household. It was just more so like if we saw relatives, you'd be like, hi, you know, and then you go with like the honorific and that's it. No hugging, no nothing. My parents would purposely gross my sister and I out by exaggerating, making... They would do that on purpose? In front of you and your sister? That's wild. For me, I'm just like, they do that on purpose? It's like unheard of for me. Remember a kissing joke from the 80s? Hard macking it for a photo op is wild choice. Yeah, every time. I did link it. Here, I'll pin the message. Here, I'll pin it. It's right here in case you guys want to take it as well, okay? But yeah, I want to talk about it with y'all while we do them. There you go. Okay. So for me, in regards to this question, I would say, or here, you know what? Since it's so bright and the text is so small, what I'll do instead, so I don't flashbang y'all, is I'll shrink it. Okay, I'm gonna like shrink it like this. So it's like a little snippet of the screen as opposed to the entirety of the screen, okay? Is that better on your eyes, y'all? Is that better? Blessed be. Yes. Okay, we'll keep it like that, okay? For your eyeballs. Makes it worse? You think so? Well, what do you guys think? Do you want the full screen or no full screen? What do you prefer? Kissing pictures are never a good idea. There's a reason we close our eyes when we kiss. You just brought back a memory that I did not want to bring back. Yeah, they were not closing their eyes. They were full on like looking at each other while they were straight up making out in those wedding photos. I was just like, oh my god. Yeah, it's like we're playing Game Boy mode. I don't know. I'm still crazy lunatic uses light mode in half my applications. Oh. Okay. Well, that's different then. Okay, I'll leave it like this. That way it's kind of like light, but then also dark. Okay? Okay, I would say, so I feel love when people do things to help me, like doing the laundry or cooking a meal. I feel love when people give me a reassuring hug or pat on the back. Ooh. Reassuring hugs or pats on the back are nice, but this is nice too. When people do stuff for you, that's pretty nice, you know? It's pretty nice. Okay, I feel loved when someone I love or admire puts an arm around me. I feel loved when I receive a gift from someone who is important to me. Ooh, okay. So one obviously is, gift giving for the love language, and then the other one is, once again, physical affection, right? I like how Himbo's like, 100%, eh? Dang, 100%! I mean, it depends though, right? Because yeah, gift giving might not be something that everyone considers as a love language, right? Hi, Nix. Welcome in on the YouTube side. How you doing today? I would say for me, I would probably go with... Because I think it's sweet. Like, I like gifts too, you know, because I think gifts are a great way to kind of show that, you know, you're thinking of someone. Like for me, you know, I do give out gifts as one of my love languages, because for me, if someone tells me that they like something, I'll think about it and keep it in the back of my head until like their birthday or until Christmas. And I get super excited. I get super excited to give it to someone, you know? And so I do see it as like a way to share love. And then for me, as someone that receives it, I think it's really sweet as well if someone like remembers something that I've wanted for a very long time, or even just like on stream, you know, like when you guys give me stuff on Throne, that really means a lot that people out there want to, you know, help me out, let alone like give me gifts and I can use them for stream and stuff. I'm just like, what the heck? And so I think gifts is a really nice love language as well. But then, you know, like the putting their arm around you, I think that's nice too, you know, to feel that affection. But I think between the two, I feel love for both, you know? But I do think it's really sweet. I think it's really sweet when you receive a gift from someone. I think it's nice. So probably this one. I like to go places with friends or loved ones. I like to shake hands, give high fives, or hold hands with people who are special to me. I am shopping for gifts. I never know what to get. Me too! I've been trying to think about what to get for the holiday season. I should have already done holiday shopping last month, because holiday shopping this month is really expensive. And so just a reminder, chat, don't forget to shop for holidays if you're doing holiday shopping soon. But yeah, I've been having trouble trying to think of what to get my mom and my dad for their gifts this year. I always struggle figuring out what to get mom beer and dad beer. Bro beer, I have a pretty good idea, but my parents are hard because they're a bit tricky. My trusty night bunny, as per usual, here to keep me company again. Hi, Eddie. Welcome on in. It's nice to see you. How are you doing today, Eddie? Oh, I do have Dark Reader extension for my non-incognito mode. It's just sometimes it bugs out, and so I don't really use it too much. Out of the two, the arm thing doesn't do much for me, as opposed to when someone being like, I got this because it reminds me of you. Ah. Hi, Twirly. Welcome on in. Can we get a shout for Twirly, please? Yeah, you know, once again, it just depends, you know, like, it depends if what applies to you more, right? I think with me, the arm thing does do something for me, because I do like physical touch too. You know, it's nice to be in someone's arms, but I like both. I feel like both are nice. But the gift one, yeah, it's really thoughtful. No Christmas gifts at all yet. That's okay. I know some people that do their Christmas shopping like literally the week before. Only buying gifts if they scream at me. My eldest cousin is getting a paper kit craft from Mega Don Quixote. Hey, that's cool. I think those are really cool. Gonna do some Genshin exploration while I lurk here. Of course, no worries. I hope you enjoy your lurk. Thank you for lurking, Eddie. I personally, so as much as I love physical affection, I think when it comes to like friendos, I don't always do things like, or I don't know, like high fives and shaking hands. It's nice, but it's not really affection expressing, in my opinion. For me personally, holding hands is nice, but I don't hold hands with everyone either. Holding hands is, I think, is very intimate, you know? And so I feel like in the more general affection, I would probably go with, I like going to places with friends or loved ones, you know, like having experiences like at TwitchCon, right? So I like this one. Visible symbols of love, such as gifts, are important to me. I feel love when people say kind or supportive things to me. This one, for between the two, I would say this one. I think it's really nice when people are, you know, supportive of the things that I am trying to do, or if they can be there just to listen to me if I have something that I want to talk about, right? Just support. Support is really sweet, and so I would go with the kind and supportive things said to me. Like I said, gifts are sweet, but words, you know, and just being there really means a lot. What is this advertisement? I thought it was part of the test. I was like, what? Zodiac sign. Okay. Choose a sentence that is more important for you. Shows of a friendly affection is so different between guys and girls. I don't think it's just between guys and girls. I think shows of friendly affection is different for like everyone, you know? Like I know some guys that are all about kissing a homie, you know? But there are some other guys as well that are not all about kissing a homie. And so it just depends on how you share affection with other people. You know? Kind of know what to give my dad. My mom, on the other hand. Remember in college, my crush and I would rest our heads on each other's shoulders while we waited for class. Oh my god, Oren. Okay, okay. Oh, that's pretty cute. Different questions. Ah, we branched off here. Okay, okay. That's cool that the questions are different. You gotta kiss the homies goodnight. Was kissing home between the bros? Oh. See right there. 2 examples of differing friendly affections between guys. Himbo was like, you gotta kiss the homies goodnight. And the yellow ring said, what's kissing a homie between the bros? But yeah. It's different. It's different, you know? Different people have different ways of affection. I would hug a homie real hard. Girls, I ain't about to catch a case. Once again, you know, like some people are okay with like, you know, hugging each other regardless, you know, of if they're guys or girls, right? And so it just depends on each person, I feel like. But kissing a homie can be anything, you know? But a lot of times with kissing homies, it's exactly, it's stuff like Himbo's saying, you know, where they flirt each other to the max. They flirt max. Max flirt? Flirt maxing? But yeah. A lot of times when I hear the guys talking to each other, they'll say stuff like that. You know? They just flirt. They flirt like they're dating. Like, I remember one of Shen's friends came up to me, you know? And the first thing they said to me upon first meeting, they were like, you know, I'm Shen's boyfriend, right? And I'm just like, yeah. I was just like, I didn't know what to say to that. I was just like, okay. And he's like, I'll always be Shen's boyfriend. Okay. I'm just like, oh, okay. Hi, Lesko. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Welcome. Aren't we all? Okay, bye. Okay. All right. Okay. Choose a sentence that is more important for you. I like to sit close to people I enjoy being around. I like it when people tell me I'm a No. I like to sit over being called attractive or handsome. Choose a sentence that is more important for you. I like to spend time with friends and loved ones. I like to spend time. I'd rather spend time, you know, than receive gifts. Gifts are nice, but if I can spend time with people, spending time is very, very rare. And so I would prefer spending time with people if I can, as opposed to just receiving gifts, you know? I couldn't see... Oh, we did get the same questions. Oh, okay. If you think romances in the modern day are strong, you should read Victorian era bromance. Homies be like, our wives cannot come between our eternal burning love and stuff. It's pretty up there, you know, if you translate it to the modern day bromance. It's pretty up there, you know? Choose a sentence that is more important for you. Words of acceptance are important to me. I know someone loves when he or she helps me. Well, what is like words of acceptance? What would that be? I thought it was like words of affirmation, but they're saying words of acceptance. What is words of acceptance? What is that? Oh, coming out? Oh, okay. Okay, if it's like, I'm proud of you. Oh, I'm proud of you, bro. Affirmation is for hyping you up and reassuring. Acceptance is like, accepting your downfalls. Oh, okay. Yeah, words of acceptance are better then. It's like helping's nice, but at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, if people are able to accept me for who I am, you know, then I think that's really sweet as well. Being together and doing things with friends and loved ones, I like it when kind words are spoken to me. I like being together and doing things with friends and loved ones, whether it be like online or offline. I just like spending time together. Yes. Like, it's nice when kind words are spoken, because, you know, kind words is always nice, especially, you know, in our day and age. I feel like a little bit of kindness goes a long way, but being together is so important because time is precious, you know, and that's why they always say if you have the time to, try to make time to spend time with your loved ones before you can't. Being an overthinker, words of affirmation and physical expression is very important to me. Else it feels like I'm either not good enough or being a bother. Dang, you called me out, dumb Wanda. I'm like that too. There's so many times where I feel like I'm bothering people and I overthink. I'm an overthinker for sure. In true himbo fashion, tell me I'm handsome and pat my head and I'm good for the next 4 hours. Oh, dang, himbo. Okay. All right. Kind words go a long way, but kind words with meaning mean more. I would say I like being together. Yes. Okay. What someone does affects me more than what they say. Hugs make me feel connected and valued. Oh, yes. What they do affects me more than what they say. 100%. Hugs are nice, you know, but I think it's really important too, you know, to follow through with words that you say. It's like the whole actions speak louder than words type of thing, you know, and the action could include hugs, right? And so I just found a loophole. Okay, let's see. Exactly, a hug is an action. Yes, exactly. Okay, next one. I value praise and try to avoid criticism. Several small gifts mean more to me than one large gift. Ooh. Ooh. I wish it was just I value praise, because I wouldn't say I try to avoid criticism, because it is nice to get, you know, some feedback and critiquing when need be, right? And so I wouldn't say I try to avoid criticism. I do value praise. But is that less important though than several small gifts? Wait, the ad! The ad pushed up the name of the personality test. I left that part on purpose so that you could see the... Hello? Where did it go? Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry. Here. Now you can see the title of the test. We're doing the love language test. I've done a love language test. I've done a love language test in the past, but we're doing this one just to see if it's consistent with my current love language. But if you guys want to try it, I did pin it there. Several small gifts mean more to me than one large gift. Value praise and try to avoid criticism. If it wasn't for the avoid criticism part, I'd probably choose the I value praise. But I think this is nice too. I don't need like a big gift. If it's like small little gifts, you know, like for example, just something that makes me or the person, you know, can be like, oh, this washi tape made me think about you. I'll be like, oh my god, thank you. Or even if it's like a flower that you see on the side of the you know, the crosswalk, and they're just like, for you. I think that's really cute. And so I would say several small gifts mean more to me than one large gift. Simple man, you feed me. I love you for eternity. Okay, Eddie. Okay. Would you say the way to your heart then is through your stomach, Eddie? I feel close to someone when we're talking about or doing something together. I feel closer to friends and loved ones when we hug or shake hands. Once again, same thing. I actually, yeah, maybe I'm just more about quality time than physical affection. Because hugs are nice, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like when it comes to friends, hugs and shaking hands are just like a really quick action. As opposed to like when you're talking, you know, and you're doing something together, you get to like bond over the activity or you can bond over the conversation. So I personally would choose, I feel close to someone when we're talking or doing something together. I don't need to have a hug or a handshake to feel close to somebody. Oh, we're halfway there! Walmart advertisement, are we gone? They give a red pill, blue pill scenario, but quality time, love language, and physical touch language person. Feeding is true. Anyone who feeds me immediately gets put in, a different category. Okay. Oh, okay. Someone wants the golden spoon. Let me put the spoon on me real quick. That's on my face. So that'll be for 5 minutes. Which eyebrow? Ah! Excuse me, what was that for? That's a little rude, isn't it? Here. Ah! Like this? Like that? Is that what you want? It looks kind of goofy. Here, let me do the 5-minute countdown though. 5 minutes. Hi Dave, welcome on in. By the way, I just saw your message. I'm so sorry I missed that. Hello, welcome. What the heck? Another spoon to do an angry spoon. Okay, all right. Elveira for the love language. Oh, you can just tell me. I'm assuming you want it to be gold to match, right? I got you, Cream. That I can do as least. Since you guys are matching eyebrows. Why? Why? Why do you guys do this to me, man? Okay, alright. Make mine flat? Okay, alright. Last change, so no more changes, okay? Once I put the spoon on, it's done. Okay. There you go. Alright. Okay. I like for people to compliment my achievements. I know people love me when they do things for me they don't enjoy doing. I hate that though. I hate that. See, that's like feeling like a bother. I don't want people to be bothered by doing stuff that they don't enjoy. I'd rather they compliment my achievements by saying things like, I'm proud of you, you know? Yeah, I don't want people to do stuff they don't enjoy. That made me feel bad. Perfection, yeah. I like physical touch from friends and loved ones when I'm around. Oh, we're halfway, by the way, halfway through the love language test. I like physical touch from friends and loved ones when I'm around them. I like when people listen to me and show genuine interest in what I'm saying. Ooh, that's a good one right there. When someone like actively listens and shows interest in what you enjoy, that right there. Oh my god, those interactions just feel so good. You know, you're just like, wow, you're interested in my yapping? You like listening to me talk? Oh my gosh. Okay. I love this one. I love when people, you know, show genuine interest. And then vice versa. I always try to show genuine interest as well whenever I, you know, hear someone talking about their passions too. So I personally would go with this one. It's different. It's different when someone shows genuine interest, you know, in what you're saying. Thank you for the water redeemed, by the way, Lily. Thank you. Any friend or partner of mine needs to like when people are passionate because, boy, I turn into unskippable cutscenes sometimes. I know, right? Me too. Like, there are many times where I, like, turn the dial back from my passion because I can tell people aren't interested in what I'm talking about, or, you know, it's just, they're not really listening, you know? And so I just kind of trail off. And I remember that happened a lot when I was, for example, you know, in with my relatives. I've talked about before, my relatives and I aren't really close, and we're not really similar. And so anytime my cousins and I would get together, you know, for a family reunion, we would talk about stuff, but I would talk about something and then they would just kind of, you know, either A, start talking to someone else, or they would just kind of leave. And so I'd just be like, oh, okay, I guess they didn't want to talk. And so it kind of became a habit of mine where I just kind of, if I talk and I notice that people aren't really interested in what I'm talking about, I'll just stop talking. I'm just like, oh, it's okay. But that's why, you know, here on Twitch, I have so much fun yapping. I have so much fun talking with y'all. I have so much fun talking with friends that I've met from here as well. It's really nice to be able to talk to people. And even if it's not your cup of tea, you know, just listening really means so much. And so it's really nice to, you know, be able to talk with you all about stuff that I'm interested in, but also be able to hear what you guys are interested in. I'm all about people being passionate about their interests. And so if you want to talk about, like, I don't know, about bird watching for like an hour, I'm down to listen. I love hearing people be passionate about their interest, you know? And so this has become something that's very important to me. You feel the exact same way? I always watch you geek out any story of seasons and now. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening to me talk about skincare and listening to me talk about story of seasons, you know? Yes. Yeah, if you want to talk about Dyson for an hour, I would love to listen to someone talk about Dyson for an hour, you know? Tell me the facts. I would love to hear all about the you know, this like niche knowledge that you know about and that you want to share. Come back! I promise this hyper focus on Charles Darwin and rocks is very fascinating and pertains to my adventures. And no, come back! Get super quiet. So I also love the yapping and when you involve us. It makes it super special. Oh, of course. I always want to involve you guys when I can. Like when I'm talking, I hope I'm not talking at you guys. And when I'm talking, I'm trying to talk with you guys, you know? Whether if you guys are lurking or if you're talking in the chat with me, I always try my best to, you know, include as much of you guys into the conversation as possible. All right, 5 minutes is up. I'm taking this away. I'm taking it away, okay? You're super interactive. Oh, you think so? Thanks, Himbo. That's why I feel like, so for me, right, I'm used to interacting with chat. And I remember when I first started collabing, I felt really bad because with collabs, I can't really interact with you guys as much, you know? And so I don't want you guys to ever feel like I'm not paying attention to you guys. It's just that whenever I do collabs, you know, my attention, I think you guys can tell by now, it's kind of hard for me to multitask. And so when I'm collabing, I'm putting my attention on the people that I'm collabing with, right? So I'm not rude, so that I can help contribute to the game that we're playing or doing, etc., etc. And so I hope that it's become a space where it's like, even though I'm not interacting as much during collabs, I hope it's still fun for you guys to watch, you know? I want it to be a space where I can interact with y'all more one-on-one personal time like this right here. And then I also want it to be a space where I get to play games with friends as well. And you guys can watch us play together and just like enjoy the chaos and fun. But yeah, I never want you guys to feel like I'm not paying attention to y'all when I'm not, you know, directly interacting during collabs. It's just that I can't usually because I don't want to either A, talk over them. I don't want to take away from the collab in terms of like how much I'm contributing, etc., etc. Yeah, I feel like this year we definitely found like a nice in the middle with collabs and chatting together. Hello and welcome to my Warhammer lecture. I would love listening to Warhammer. Thank you so much for the stretch as well, Lily, and the no slouch. Oh, big stretch. Oh, my back. The DC-58, DC-59, DC-62, and V6 are all with the same vacuum. You see, a few years ago, Dyson released a set of music headphones that are all... A respirator? What? I never knew that. Talk at me, talk with me. I don't care, just talk, please. Oh, Eddie, don't worry. If you want me to talk, I can talk. I'm a yapper. L-Rock is gone and the elf is back. Yes, no more. I can't wait. I can do that with my eyebrows, but I don't think it really translates with Oh no, it's kind of doing it. I thought it wouldn't work with my live 2D. I thought it only worked with my 3D. Look. It's working. Look, the rock. Ready? You can kind of see my eyebrow like fold a little bit. I can kind of do it. Not really. But there you go. There's Elf as the rock. Okay? Alright? Yeah. Okay, well back to the thingy. Alright. Okay. Make sure not to overdo it and burn yourself out with the collabs. You've been doing a ton of them the past few weeks. Oh, thank you, Bio. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been trying to take things, at my own pace. But it's been fun, though. I've been really enjoying the opportunity to be able to collab together. Yeah. But thank you for thinking of me, Bio. I appreciate it. Not the clip! Oh, my. The expression was, I don't think this brilliant idea of yours is going to turn out the way you think it is. It's the rock. It's the... You know, the vine boom. The rock face. But yes, I would say... I like when people listen to me and show genuine interest in what I'm saying. I feel love when people and loved ones help me with jobs or projects. I really enjoy receiving gifts from friends and loved ones. Oh, this one. There's so many times where people help me out with my projects, you know, for stream, especially for my like debut preps and stuff or just events. And it helps out so much. I feel like help goes such a long way without you realizing it. Even something as simple as like running an errand or washing the dishes or, you know, helping out by helping me like just like be with me, you know, as I'm doing something. It helps so much. And I really like this one. Once again, gifts are nice, you know, but I feel like help really means a lot too. So I would say help. The chaos is always a fun time, even if the volume sometimes spikes. That's why I have a limit. I have a limit to my volume. It can't go higher than a specific point. So hopefully it's not too loud. Help over gifts anytime. Aw, himbo. I like for people to compliment my appearance. I feel love when people take time to understand my feelings. Yes, this one. My appearance is like, okay, you know, I dress up for myself, you know. I don't dress up for other people. And so if they compliment me, it's really sweet. But if someone takes the time to understand my feelings, that means so much. Because I feel like, for me especially, I feel like I have a hard time trying to convey my feelings. And once again, you know, I'm an overthinker. I feel like it's just... There's so many times where I wonder if what I'm feeling is valid or if I'm just overthinking it. And I know it can be frustrating sometimes to understand how I feel because I have such difficulty trying to translate it into words. And so when people take the time to try to understand and have patience with me, I'm just like... I'm just like, thank you. That's so sweet. And so I would 100% go with the feel loved when people take time to understand my feelings. Yes. Please validate my feelings. It's not even like validation. Like validation's nice. But if it's just like even just trying to understand how I'm feeling in the moment, that means so much, you know? Just saying things like, is this how you're feeling? If not, can you help describe it a different way for me to understand? Or like for me, you know, like when I talk to my students, I would ask them like, oh, can you tell me like what you're feeling or how you are feeling or how this makes you feel, or just, you know, giving them that patience. Patience and understanding goes such a long way. And so I think this is so important. There is where I chose gifts because I work alone and had to do things alone. So the gifts make more sense because, again, I feel like a bother. Exactly. You know, once again, when it comes to the love language, right, it depends on each person, how you feel about it. I feel like I was the same way too. Like I also felt like I was a bother asking for help back in the day. But once again, definitely through streaming, I've grown a lot more. And, you know, and the ability of asking for help. Even like back when I was teaching, you know, teaching was probably the first time where I realized that it was okay to not solely rely on myself. Because one thing that they teach you when you're in education is that when you're making lesson plans, for example, for, you know, the day, instead of making it from scratch, there are so many resources out there that you can use to go off of as like a template, because why rewrite the system if you already have stuff out there for you, you know? And so I remember I used to get so stressed out about lesson planning, because lesson planning, you know, I thought you had to do from scratch. But no, there are so many templates out there that fellow teachers have for other teachers to make life easier for them. And then same thing too, you know, my host teacher told me that it's 100% okay to depend on each other, because there's so many times that he's dependent on other teachers when he either, you know, didn't have a lesson plan, or if he had to ask for assistance for a lesson. And so, yeah, I feel like when it comes to teaching, it really helped out and opened me up to the idea of depending on other people, because I was very much not like that back in the day. And I still am. I feel like I'm still someone that finds it really difficult to depend on others and to ask for help because I don't want to be a bother. But I feel like streaming has definitely helped me out in that sense too, you know, for that sense of community and being able to help each other out, you know? Help raise each other up, essentially. Yeah, you don't have to make lesson plans from scratch. I thought the same exact thing. But the secret that I learned from teachers when I was in my, you know, my student teaching era is that a lot of teachers don't make lesson plans from scratch. They use templates that you find, you know, from other teachers, or they'll have like older teachers that taught at that school and they'll give you their lesson plans for the exact same curriculum. And so, yeah, you definitely don't have to do it from scratch. Doing it from scratch is the harder way of doing things when it comes to lesson planning. And so, yeah, I learned that real fast during my student teaching era. Understanding feelings is very to me as well, since I'm a mess of feelings and emotions and that love hard but hard to love type of person. Exactly, right? That's how I feel about it. I feel secure when a special person is physically close to me. Acts of service make me feel loved. Ooh, I like both. I like being close together to people, but I also like acts of services too. Which one is more important to me? Her. I would say... I feel secure when a special person is physically close to me. Acts of service make me feel loved. Oh, what would you guys say about this one? Because I don't need to be physically close to someone to feel secure. You know what I mean? I think it's a little different. Because it's saying I feel secure. Specifically like that phrase, you know? Acts of service. Because acts of services are nice once again, you know? Like the whole idea of like doing someone like doing stuff for you that you might be too busy. Like for example, you know, if you have a lot of errands to run and then you have to come back home and do chores, it's nice when that person helps out a little bit at home, knowing that you're busy, for example, right? I don't think it's saying I only feel secure when the phrase... Yeah, I feel like the phrasing's confusing me a little bit here. But that makes sense to Himbo. It's not just I only feel secure. Maybe it's because I you know, I've had long distance relationships, and so I've gotten used to being able to be physically apart. I feel secure when a special person is physically close to me. I guess it's nice to be in person. If we're talking about like being in person, it is nice to be in person with someone. Acts of service are nice too, but I would rather the person be with me in person as opposed to not being together in person. Yeah. Excuse me, these advertisements. Okay. I appreciate the many things that special people do for me. I like receiving gifts that people make for me. Making a gift for someone is so sweet. I feel like it's so rare nowadays to see people make gifts for others. And so I feel like gifts that are made are so thoughtful. You know what I mean? Because it's thoughtful to buy a gift for someone, but then there's just like a special touch to it, you know, like a personal touch when someone makes that gift for you. And this includes things like art, you know, like I know I have some friends that are artists that have, you know, made art for me, and I'm just like, and so I do like that too. Making something for someone is so personal. I think this one. I like when people do things for me too, just because it's nice to help each other out, but I think gifts that are handmade are really, really sweet. Last time I made earrings for someone, they called them cheap. Well, that person was rude then, because that's so rude. Imagine going out of your way to make someone earrings and then receiving these earrings that someone crafted from hand, and then you have the audacity to call them cheap. That's rude. I once burned a drawing a girl I liked made into a wood frame. Like, see, stuff like that. Like earrings, or, you know, a wood burning, or just, that's so special. That's really, really special. You know, it's like a one of a kind. I really enjoy the feeling I get when someone gives me undivided attention. I really enjoy the feeling I get when someone does an act of service for me. Ooh, undivided attention? That's pretty nice, you know, when they just kind of have all attention on you for like a bit of a time, like a moment or so, right? That's really special. Yeah, I would say undivided attention's nice, you know, whether it be like talking to each other about something, or doing something together. Attention for me? There's a reason she's not talking with her daughter. Ooh. Ooh, drama. I like when a person celebrates my birthday with a gift. I like it when someone tells meaningful words to me on my birthday. This one right here. I talked about gifts earlier, but I feel like you can come to my birthday. If you don't have a gift for me on my birthday, that's fine by me. Like if someone even just like says happy birthday to me on my birthday, that means so much to me, you know? You don't have to give me a gift. You don't need to say anything, cheesy or anything long-winded. If it's even something as simple as someone saying like happy birthday to me, that really means a lot. And so I think I like the meaningful words. And then, same thing too with the kudo boards. The kudo boards. I remember, those kudo boards, man. Those kudo boards. You guys would write such meaningful words. You would have like paragraphs and sentences. And I'm just like, oh, it really meant so much to me. I still look at those kudo boards to this day. And so, yeah, I would say meaningful words as opposed to a gift. Gift is sweet. The right words might make me cry. I cry. I've cried so many times from meaningful words that people have told me, from the kudo boards. And I'm very grateful to have them. I feel like when it's like on a date, the tension's very nice and them not being distracted. Yeah, being seen is nice, right? Kudo boards will never get old. Remember when my friend surprised me with a kudo board? Right, kudo boards are so special. And, for me, it's like even if we don't have a kudo board for my birthday or for any event, during that time, even something like someone sending me a message. Like I remember for the beginning of this year for my debut, right? There were so many friendos that reached out to me in my DMs and were like, congratulations on the new outfit debut. And I was just like, oh my God, you saw my debut and you wanted to congratulate me. Oh my God, thank you. I'm just like, what the heck? You didn't have to do that. You noticed little old me. Thank you. I gotta get headed out, but I'm proud to say that people don't need lavish me with expensive gifts. Bye, Yellow Ring. I'll see you next time. Thank you for stopping by today. I'll see you in the next one. Kudo board. So Kudo board is this website where essentially it's like a virtual bulletin board. And from that bulletin board, people can write messages for a special occasion. And so, for example, if it's someone's birthday, the host can make a kudo board. And then from there, people can post messages on that board, which is a website essentially. And then you give it to that person on the day of, and they get to read all of it. Yeah. It's a little thing that people do on Twitch for special occasions like birthdays or, debuts and all that jazz. So, meaningful words. Okay. I know persons think of me when they give me a gift. I feel love when a person helps me with my chores or task. I would say... yeah, probably chores or tasks over the gift. I don't know. The gift one's good too, though. Hi, Bula. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Because I don't mind doing chores and tasks. The gift, though. The gift is nice. Just because, once again, you can be very thoughtful about it. Just like, like imagine they just come back and they're like, look at this seashell that I found at the beach. I thought of you. Here you go. I'd be like, oh my God, that's so cute. But I don't need to receive a gift to know that they're thinking of me. Which is, once again, that phrasing. I'm just like, that phrasing. I don't know how I feel about it. I know a person's thinking of me when they give me a gift. No. I don't like the phrasing of that. Because I don't need them to give me a gift to... for me to know that they're thinking of me. I would say I feel loved when a person helps me with chores and tasks. I went to the junkyard and this reminded me of you. Hey, if it's like at the junkyard and they find something that they can refurbish, like a vintage cabinet that they want to give, I'd be like, oh, heck yeah, I'll take it after it's refurbished. Oh my God, not the ad again. Go away. Not sponsored. Okay, I appreciate it when someone listens patiently, doesn't interrupt me. I appreciate when someone remembers special days with gifts. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. So it is really nice when someone listens patiently, doesn't interrupt, because they're, listening intently. But special days, it depends on, I guess, if you care about special days. I think it is important. For me personally, I think it is nice to remember special days. Like a birthday, like I feel like it is sad. It is sad when someone forgets your birthday, especially if it's someone that you love, right? And I've heard stories where it's like there's like couples and then, it's like they'll just keep on forgetting their birthdays and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of sad, it's really sad. And so I think remembering special days are important. It doesn't have to be with a gift though, which is why I feel like it's a little different. It doesn't have to be with a gift. It can just be like a day to spend time together, And so I don't think it has to be a gift. I feel like maybe when someone listens patiently and doesn't interrupt me is more important than appreciating with a gift. So I would say the first one. Yeah. The phrasing. It's going down to the phrasing, There's a bunch of different phrases. I found this thing and thought of, I can fix this. And so it reminded me of you. Yeah, exactly. Can you imagine? Oh my god, people like meme about that I can fix them. Imagine they take it like that. They're like, so are you saying it reminded me of you because you can fix me? Is that what you're trying to say? Can you imagine if they said that? Oh my god. Maybe not even holidays, just like really good days. My best friend forgot mine but texted me yesterday at least. Yeah, like when it comes to forgetting stuff, it's like we're human. Everyone forgets. People get busy, And so I admit I've forgotten friends' birthdays sometimes as well, just because, once again, life is busy. Sometimes you just forget about it. The day passes by and you're just like, oh, snap. And so, yeah, everyone's not perfect, And so if you do forget, it's not the end of the world. Okay. I like knowing loved ones are concerned enough to help with my daily tasks. I enjoy extended trips with someone who is special to me. Okay, trips are really nice, When it comes to daily tasks, once again, that's okay. I can take care of it, Trips are nice though. Just being able to like take time away from like the busy schedules and have quality time together. Trips are pretty nice. Like TwitchCon. TwitchCon was nice, A not extended trip, but it was still a trip just to spend time, and be present as opposed to working. I remember my immediate family's birthday and my partner, if I have one, everyone else. Count yourself lucky. What the heck, info? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I would say the extended trip is nice. Okay. Don't mind physical affection from friends I am close to. Receiving gift given for no special reason excites me. Yeah, I don't mind physical affection from friends I'm close to. I think this one over the receiving a gift. Receiving a gift for no reason is always fun, Like that's just like, what the heck? That's so cool. You wanted to spend money on me? You wanted to give me something that made you think of me? Why? What the heck? But being able to, have some nice physical affection from friends that you're close to is always nice too. Once again, like a good hug, from a friend that you haven't seen in a while. That's real nice. Real nice. Okay. All right, here we go again. Another ad. Skip. All right, 3 more questions. I like to be told that I am appreciated. I like for a person to look at me when we are talking. Oh. First one. I like the first one. Yeah, I like to be told that I am appreciated. If we're talking, some people, can't really look at each other in the eye because of eye contact and stuff like that. And I think that's okay. I've never seen that as in like they're not listening type of thing, if they're like looking away and stuff. So I would say I like to be told that I am appreciated. I don't blame people if I forget my birthday because I keep forgetting my mom's birthday for like 16 years, but my stepdad came in clutch and now I don't ever forget it. Oh, Delmond. Gifts from a friend or loved ones are always special to me. I feel good when a friend or loved one hugs or touches me. Both are good. Let me see. Gifts from friend or loved ones are always special. That's true. I feel like any gift that I've received from anybody that's a friend or a loved one is something that's special to me, you know? Like, I will remember that. Like, I'm just like, why you spend money on me? Why, you know? Feel good when a friend or a loved one hugs or touches me. I would say... I don't know, what would you guys say? I feel like both are important. This is one of the choices where it's like both are important, but it's hard to pick between like either or, you know? Don't blame people if they forget my birthday. Or 30. Gifts from a friend or loved one are always special to me. Feel good when a loved one or hugs touches me. Hugs are one of the best things on the planet. The person you're hugging is your SO and shares the affection. Feels very different and way better. Yeah, this is including like friends and loved ones though, right? Probably the gifts, I would say, between the two in this situation. Yeah. Alright, and then second to last question. Feel love when a person enthusiastically does some task I have requested. Feel love when I am told how much I am appreciated. Oh, okay, is it like narrowing it down now? I don't need the person to be enthusiastic if I requested them to do something for me. You know, if they're going out of their way to do something for me, that I already appreciate. I don't need them to be like, I love doing the dishes. I think I'm okay. Yeah, I feel love when I'm told how much I am appreciated. Yes. All right, and then last question for this test. Need physical contact with everyone or people every day. I need words of encouragement and affirmation every day. I don't need physical contact every day. I'm okay. I don't need words of encouragement and affirmation every day, but between the two, I'd probably take the encouragement and affirmation, yeah. I love doing the dishes. I love doing the laundry. It's okay, you know, if you don't like doing laundry and dishes, you know, I'm just like, I don't like doing it, but I do it, you know. If someone asks me to clean up their toys after their kid, you know, I'm not gonna be like, I love cleaning up after your children. I'll just be like, okay, I'll do it for you, auntie, I'll do it for you, you know, cousin, yeah. Yeah, we're doing tests right now on Dry Bear. Yeah, words of encouragement and affirmation. There we go. All right, they're calculating my result. Oh, okay, all right, interesting. So it's the same. I have the same thing too for my quality time. So when I first took the other test, quality time was also up there too as like my top one. And so that's interesting. Holy moly! The gifts, acts of service, and physical touch are all tied. What the heck? Okay, that's interesting. I didn't see that on the other test. You enjoy doing things together. This doesn't mean just sitting in front of the TV together, but really giving each other undivided attention. This means looking at each other, talking to each other, and sharing your life. So for me, my highest one is quality time at 30%. Words of affirmation is at 21%. And then the other three, gifts, acts of services, and physical touch are all at 14%. Interesting. Okay. Okay, Kareem, you got quality time, 31%. Words of affirmation, 21%. Acts of service, 20%. Receiving gifts, 17%. Physical touch, 10%. Oh, yours is 34 for quality time. Even though physical touch was 10%, I secretly wish for the day I do get a life-changing hug. It's a secret. Aw, Kareem. It's interesting because it's very different from the other tests that I took. The other one, quality time was up there. Second was physical touch. And then third was words of affirmation. And then afterwards, it was acts of service and then receiving gifts. But I guess for the bottom three, they're not really like one is higher than the other. It's just that they're all tied. Yeah, I feel like because it's only what that was like 30 questions. The other love language test was like 50 questions, I think. And so I think depending on the questions they ask, it's very specific towards, you know, a love language. And so I don't think this test is the most accurate, but it's interesting though to see how the results are for, you know, the two different tests. I feel like in order to get an accurate representation of like a love language test, it would have to be like at least 100 questions, you know, because like for the IMBT is like what, a very long test. And so yeah, it depends. There's a lot of factors that go into these tests, you know. And that's why when it comes to tests like these, it's important to take them with a grain of salt. Like if you feel like you agree with it, you can agree with it. But if you feel like you don't agree with it, then you don't have to agree with it, you know? And so it depends. Depends on each person and the different types of tests that are out there. And that's why it's nice. It's nice to take different tests to see which one, you know, is consistent as the result. Like in terms of consistency, quality time is the consistent factor here between the two tests that I've taken. Quality time has remained the top for both this test and the other test. Ivorish, is it Ivoria? Elveira's here? Welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. If I mispronounce her name, please feel free to correct me. I'm really bad at reading names. But is it Elveira? Elveira's? Hello there. Welcome on in. Welcome to the chat. Hello. I wonder if these categories will keep expanding over time. Feels like an understanding of love languages keeps changing. Yeah, I feel like love languages, you know, it's just there to kind of help people understand how they give out love and how they receive love, you know? And so I think it's real nice just to kind of get some insight for your own personal self. And once again, it's just taken a grain of salt with all these type of different personality tests, you know? Oh, Evuria? Or just Ria if you want. Okay, let me write that down so that I know. Evu. Sometimes I get confused about the I because I don't know if it's like even or Ivan or Evan. And so I always want to double check with the names that start with the I. Ivuria. Such a pretty name, by the way. Okay, let me write that down. Okay, okie dokie. Yeah, if you guys want to share your results, please feel free to share it in the Discord. If you guys want to share with each other your love language results that you did today here with me. Okay. All right. I wrote that down. Okay, okie dokie. I think that's good for the test. There's more personalized results down below. Okay, let me look at the personal results. Let's see. What does the personal results say? Let me see. Let me go ahead and cover that up real quick. Oh, there's like attachment style too. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Here's the personalized test results. Okay. Jajan! So, you feel most love when someone gives you, like, whether it's a deep conversation or a quiet walk, being fully present is what strengthens your bonds. It's not what you do, it's about who you're with and the quality of the connection. For you, time is the ultimate gift, and it makes your relationships flourish. And then for words of affirmation, it says, you appreciate kind words, but they're not the only things that speak to your heart. A compliment or heartfelt sentiment makes you smile, but it might not define how you feel loved most. You're drawn to affirmations in specific moments, but they don't overshadow other ways of connecting. For you, kind words are lovely, but they're just one chapter in the story of love. Ooh, I like that. Yeah. Balance is key, and you find joy in a variety of expressions. Yeah. I think that's a pretty good way to talk about it. You know, it's just like a chapter, right? When it comes to love languages, there's not just like one. Most people have like a combination of all of them, you know? Hi, Yuedru. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Welcome on the YouTube side. Hi. Okay, receiving gifts. Okay, for this one, it says, receiving gifts doesn't resonate deeply with you as a love language. While you might appreciate a thoughtful present, It's not how you gauge someone's feelings for you. Other expressions of love, like time spent together or heartfelt words, mean far more to you. Gifts feel secondary, even unnecessary compared to what truly warms your heart. That love is about presence, not presence. Okay, okay. Oh, it's Ian, it's you on the YouTube side. Oh, hey, hi. Oh my gosh, thanks for watching on the YouTube side. Yeah, I think there's a way to set your username on YouTube. There's a way to set it so your username pops up as opposed to the or your preferred name as opposed to your like account name. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'll remember. Yeah, we're just looking at the results right now. Let me see. So, acts of service, same thing. Acts of service don't stand out as your love language. While you acknowledge the kindness behind some actions, they don't make you feel especially loved. Love is about what someone does, but how they make you feel in other more personal ways. Okay? And then, oh my god, Kareem! Not Kareem popping on the YouTube side being like, hey, on the YouTube side. You got FOMO? You can be on YouTube. You can be on Twitch. You guys can chat wherever you'd like, okay? You are more than welcome. You are A-okay. Oh my god, I just saw your message, Neil. You never see two guy friends hand-holding? You might not have seen that. I have seen guys hand-holding and more. Once again, everyone's ways of affection are very different, you know? It's a channel setting on some West... Oh! I didn't know you can do that. Wait, how do you do that? Is there like a setting you can do when you talk in the chat list? Oh, hi, Bayou! Oh my gosh, yeah. I didn't know you guys can do that. But yeah, if you guys want to set your usernames, don't forget to set them on the YouTube side as well. That way I know who I'm talking to. Or you can be like, Cian, just let me know who you are, and then I can go from there as well. Yeah, yeah. Okay, and then the last thing, physical touch doesn't play a major role in how you experience love. While you may enjoy the occasional hug or handshake, not something that defines your relationships. Find deeper meaning in other ways of expressing care and affection. Love is about connections that go beyond physicality, and that makes your bonds just as special and unique. I don't know. I feel like these three, they're just giving me like the default answer, since all of them ended up being 14%, and so they're tied. And so I don't think these are as personal. These two feel more personal, but these three, they feel more generic. They keep on saying, for you, love isn't about this. For you. But I'm just like, eh. Ice cream cheese. I think I said that at some point. Where exactly do we change it? That's what I was asking West for. I don't know where you can change it. Or if you remember yourself, Kareem, feel free to let us know too. I don't know where you would put it. But yeah, okay. There you guys go. There was the other love language test that I saw on the Twitter side. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Is there another test I can take? Well, what other tests do you guys have in mind? I'm thinking. I'm looking. But yeah, a lot of times I just look on I look on Twitter to see what test is trending, and then I'll go from there. I'll be like, oh, this looks cool. Sure, I'll do this one. Yes. Oh, hi, Kai. Welcome on in. My highest is quality time at 38%. Oh, customize your channel settings. Oh, can't recall, but I think I was doing something on YouTube that it required me to, add like a tag, I think. Oh, okay. I see. But yeah, if you guys take the test too, let me know. Let me know what you think. Yeah, do you guys have any suggestions? I know sometimes you guys have suggestions for like different types of tests. So if you do have one, let me know. What anime character? Sure. You know what? Let's do that, shall we? Is there like a specific one, or is it just like the generic? What anime character are you? Marsh!
Elveira.
Marsh, thank you so much for that resub at 58 months. I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay as a tea bun. Thank you so much, Marsh. I really appreciate that. I hope you've been doing well. Thank you. But yes, can we get some love and some hype in the chat, please? Please and thank you. Alright, let's look at another one. Let's see. What anime character are you? I found one. There's a BuzzFeed one. I don't know what this one is, but sure. You know what? Let's do this one right here. Is this a long one? Is this just 10 questions? Okay, see? When it's like 10 questions like this, it's so short. It's not even... I don't even think this is like worth it for the test. That's only 10 questions. You can't go based off of just 10 questions. BuzzFeed. I remember though, I did take a bunch of them back in the day for BuzzFeed. What about this one? Is this one good? Oh, this one is a little lengthier, I guess. I don't know if it's the best one, but we can do this one, sure. There's a Crunchyroll one. Wait. Oh my god, okay. You know what? Let's do the official Crunchyroll adult anime character quiz, shall we? I didn't even know Crunchyroll did quizzes like that. Okay, let's do Crunchyroll's test. Let's do this right here. Cream, thank you for lurking. I hope you enjoy your lurk. Thank you. Okay, let me do this real quick. Let me go here. I'm going to do this. Okay, alright. I'll pull up anime character test. Time to get some rest for tonight. No worries. Good night, Bio. Thank you for stopping by today. I hope you rest well. Oh, we're gonna bake some cinnamon rolls. I hope you enjoy your cinnamon rolls. All right. Ta-da! Wait, isn't it? Switch over. Ta-da! Bam. Let me fix this real quick. All right. I wonder how many quizzes they have. It looks like they have a whole section just for quizzes for Crunchyroll. All right. Okay. Nice. This one's in black, and so no flashbang for y'all. Yippee! Okay. Let's try this one out, shall we? I have Crunchyroll Premium, so send that way, my way, please. Okay. Let me copy and paste it. All right. Good night, Bio. And once again, I hope you have fun baking those cinnamon rolls. Did you say we were love languages? Yeah. So quality time is the highest for me at 38%. Yes. Okay, this is the one that we're doing. I haven't tried it out yet, and so this is like our first time trying it out together. Okay, let's try this out. Okay. Let me change my title as well, because we're just taking like personality quizzes. Chats and quizzes. No games yet. Chats and quizzes. Is that how you spell quizzes? My brain, I'm just like, what the heck? Do. Oh, it is correct. Okay. All right. Okie dokie. We'll leave it like that for now. Oh, 34% on quality time. Oh, yes, Eddie. Mine was... No, not perfect. It is 38%. 38% for the quality time for me. So 38% for quality time. And that's my highest one. And then after quality time, it is words of affirmation, and then the last three categories are all tied together. Okay, all right. Which anime character am I like the most? Okay, why is it doing that? Is the quiz like bugging out? I think it is. Why is it doing that? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's start. Select one answer. Okay. Good morning. Hey there. Am I needed for something? I'll be there right away. What's for breakfast? What a beautiful morning. No need for the greeting. I'm already working. Hi. Oops, I just knocked over everything. I'm sorry. Ugh, morning already? Oh no, I'm late for class. Dude. Nude already? Oops. I'm being honest though, okay? I'm being as honest as I can be. Alright. Oh, okay, Twirly. Okay. Oh, okay, Twirly. Alright, so I won't say Twirly's results in case she wants to keep it private, but yeah, okay. I didn't know you could fail a love language. Yeah, okay, that's not my final result, okay? I'm just saying quality time was up there at 38% for me, alright? And then I think words of affirmation came afterwards at like 20 something, and then the other 3 were 14% for the rest. Yeah. You don't mind? Okay. So for Twirly's highest is also 34% for quality time. And then she has acts of service at 24%. And then in third, she has receiving gifts at 21%. Physical touch is at 14%. And then words of affirmation is at 7%. For hers, same thing. Yeah, the doing things together is the highest. Oh yeah, Himbo! Well, watch. You take the test and you're gonna get F in everyone too. Because as of right now, that's everyone in here. Alright. Let's see. Alright. It looks like you're the star of the show. That's fine. I'm just relaxing and minding my business. Who, me? That's just our way of saying I have the most work to do. Heck yes. Really isn't necessary. What's the pay? Physical touch moving up in the world. Oh yeah, for you, Twirly. Mine actually. So for me, it was actually before it used to be quality time and then physical touch. And so I'm surprised it swapped around. For me, it's quality time and then words of affirmation. But for the other quiz that I took, for the first love language quiz I took, it was quality time, physical touch, and then words of affirmation, and then gift giving and acts of service came afterwards. And so I was like, oh, interesting how it's different for this one. Hi, Darkrai! Welcome. How you doing? You did? Yeah, that's what I thought, Himbo. 7% in gifts. Okay. Alright. Who, me? That's just your way of saying I have the most work to do. Heck yes. Really isn't necessary. What's the pay? I would say, who? Me? I'm the main character? Looks like someone needs help. What do you do? Actually not supposed to help. Supposed to let the tragic event play out as planned, but there's no way I can let that happen. Try my best to help them out no matter what. Great, something else to do. Take whatever attack was meant for them so they don't get hurt. I'm involved in this. I'd rather stay behind the scenes, but will help if needed. Handle it immediately. I guess I can help. What's the reward? Always be around to help people give directions. Oh, heck no. I can't even give myself directions properly. I can't give other people directions. Make sure I do my part. Do they need help picking snacks? That could be hard. I know. Let's narrow down the options. I would say probably... Make sure I do my part. Yes. Case went up for me. Used to be last, but now it's 3 out of 5. I wish I would know, because I feel like it's such a cop-out for the percentages. Like, all 3 at the bottom tied, and so I don't know if they swapped around or not. And so I'm just like, dang it! I want to know! But they're all the same. And so the only thing I know that swapped was just words of affirmation went up. You seem pretty busy. Do you want some help? I need to be able to do my part myself. If you help, can I leave faster? It's about time you showed up. Use the moment to see how far you've come. Don't want getting hurt, so I'll take care of it. Busy relaxing? Grab a drink and take a seat. You can't help me. No one can do what I do. Sure, you can help me or keep me company, but I don't mind taking my time doing this. This is pretty overwhelming. Let's work together. Let's work together. I think that's good to work together. You run into someone from your past. How do you react? Is it a friendly face or enemy? I hope that I live up to their expectations. How did they find me? I'm sorry, I have to leave now. Heck yeah, let's hang out. Do they want something from me? Hopefully they're easier to deal with than my current acquaintances. Be in awe of how much they've aged. Try and get them away from here. They're going to cause trouble. I haven't thought about them in so long. I'll try my best not to fangirl. Show them my nice, comfortable home and offer a delicious meal. From my past? That means like someone from when I was in school, right? That's not in my life right now. I'd probably say... I have to leave now. I don't know. I don't think about seeing people, you know, from my past. And so if I were to see someone from like high school, for example, I don't want to hang out. I'm just like, yeah, I'm okay. You know what? I have stuff to do. All right. I'm going to leave. Goodbye. Because we don't keep in touch, you know? They're just not acquaintances. Like they're friends from high school, but not really friends that I've talked to in years, you know? And so I'm probably just going to be like, how'd they find me? I have to leave now. Goodbye. I'd rather not share with them what I'm doing now in my life. I'd rather keep now and then separate, you know? You spend a lot of time trying to accomplish something, but it didn't pan out the way you wanted. How do you respond? Walk away, never look back. Wait, what? But what? Pivot, life's too short to linger on it. May take a minute, but learn from the experience. It's okay, at least I tried. Rerun the experience through my head over and over again and try to figure out what went wrong. Dust myself off and try again. Blame myself, try to move on with my life, but I'm unconsciously drawn to trying again. Not even surprised, I'm used to failure and being let down. Spend a lot of time trying to accomplish something, but it didn't pan out the way you wanted. At least I tried. I feel like that's the important thing, right? At least you try. At least for me. How badly do you want a day off? Real bad. Usually I'm in awe how much they age or surprised a little bit. Right? There's some people that I've seen that just look so different from back then. I'm just like, whoa. Hi, Kit. It's going well so far. How about you? We're almost done with the quizzes. Odin! Hi, Odin. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Welcome. Irashaimase. Wait, here. Let me do a little welcome. All right. You ready? Apuchun. いらっしゃいませ、ご主人様、お嬢様。Welcome, everybody. For anyone that is new here, my name is Elveira. I hope you had fun with Odin. Hi, Odin. お元気ですか? I hope you're doing well. We're just doing we're doing a quiz. We're doing a quiz on which anime character am I? I want to see which anime character I am. And so we're taking a quiz. We're taking a test. So nice welcome. Of course, Odin. Always nice welcome for you and your community. Hello, Naksu. Hello there. Konbanwa. If it's evening for you. If not evening, then ohayo gozaimasu. Thank you again for the raid, Odin. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Yeah, if you want to hang out with us, we're currently just taking the test, and then I'm going to be in a collab. I'm going to be in a collab in about an hour from now. So yeah, collab soon. It's night here. I'm Brazilian. Ooh, nice, Naksu. I hope that you're enjoying your night so far. And thank you for the follow. Thank you. Okay. So how bad do I want a day off? But yeah, please go check out Odin if you guys have not already. Odin is very cool. Odin is really good at games. Odin plays Repo. Odin plays Grand Bazaar. Odin is very comfy. So please go check out Odin if you have not already, okay? Thank you again, Odin, for the raid. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. I got a character I don't know, but they're pretty. Oh, okay. Okay, how badly do you want a day off? Real bad. Don't have time to think about stuff like that. Have to keep working, I guess. More concerned about the people around me. Take one Life one step at a time. Have to keep working hard to achieve my goals. Give myself plenty of time to rest and enjoy life's little moments. This one, I think it's good to work towards your goals, but I think it's also just as important to take time to rest so you can, be energized to work again. Okay. How badly do you need a day off? Oh, I worked hard enough and understand the importance of rest, self-care, and appreciating the little things. Life has been a lot lately. I have to handle my own. I should rest. Real bad, but I'll never admit it. Real bad. Didn't you hear me the first time? Didn't expect life to escalate this quickly. I would say the first one. Yeah. Suddenly, things around you are looking pretty grim. How do you respond? Fight harder. Remain calm. Looks like a good time to do things that make me happy. Looks exactly the same as every other day. Made my bed. I knew the day would come where I'd have to lie in it. Sacrifice. Been trying to stay in the background, but I have to help. I think when things get tough for me, I like to do things that make me happy. I think it's nice to be able to do things to, keep you happy, just kind of ground yourself. So I think it's nice, to do things that keep you happy in tough moments. Tough times. I gotta say, Takanashi from The Saint's Magic Power is omnipotent. Oh, I think I have heard of that one. I don't know who they are. I'll let your stream open while I'm studying. Thank you. Good luck with the studying. Good luck. Good. My two big love languages are physical touch and quality time. Big hug person, and nothing else matters more to me than spending time with someone I love. On Darkrai. Hey, treasure. I hope it's my favorite drink. Immediately suspicious, but if it's hazardous, I can handle it. How did that get there? High chance it's a trap, but the chance that it's not is too tempting. Knowing my luck is not real. New ingredients, maybe? Are you lying to me? Seems too good to be true. No, this trick I saw in my favorite anime. Don't deserve it. Someone else should have it. I would be suspicious. But I don't think I could handle it. So I would probably say... Seems too good. No. Maybe knowing my luck is not real. Yeah, I feel like knowing my luck is not real. Oh! I'm like Farron. Okay, by 30%. You've been around for a while and have gone through a lot in your life, but you haven't thought much of it. At least not at first. You sometimes don't realize what you've got until it's gone, but on the plus side, you're willing to learn from it and have begun to appreciate the parts of life you once took for granted. Bonus? You're also a good source of wisdom for future generations. Minus your tendency to take chances every now and then. What can I say? You like the promise of rare finds. Okay, interesting. I'm like Farron for my adult anime character. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Okay. All right. Okay, chat. So if you guys want to take that quiz, once again, I did post it there earlier. And so, all right. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go ahead and take that small break just to go get some food and stretch and stuff like that. And then we'll get ready for our collab here in about an hour. I'll open up the waiting room on YouTube. And so for those watching on YouTube side, this current stream will end, but it should direct you into the waiting room for the Fortnite collab. Okay? But yeah, I'll be back here in about I want to say 10 minutes. Just so I can go grab some food and stuff. But yes, I'll be right back, okay? Thank you, Kit. I'll give you guys some points to combo with as always. But yeah, if you guys want to take the test yourself once again, I'll give you the link right here. All right. But yeah, here are your points. And then if we have time before the collab, I'll probably do a few more quizzes on Crunchyroll since these are pretty short and sweet, okay? So there you go. There's your points. I'll be back in about 5 to 10, okay? More quizzes after the break. Be right back. You got Farron too? Nice. 30%? Same thing, 30%? Okay. Be right back. Behave, okay, chat? And then on YouTube, can we get some goodbyes in chat, please, for the YouTube side? Once again, I'm not fully ending it. I'm just gonna raise you guys into the waiting room, okay? So I'll see you over on the Fortnite waiting room, okay? Be right back. BRB. Blah.